Oh boy, why is this dude talking? What's going on, everybody? I'll be right back. What's going on, everybody? This is Buckles Locker coming to you again with another Friday episode of Buckles Locker. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos, and don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Make sure if you want to donate, feel free to donate. Cash App is in the ticker. Super chats is welcome. Happy Friday! Happy Friday to my pirates and my sea bandits. Shouts out to you. I know y'all been chilling this whole week. I know y'all been waiting for this. So we got about an hour. Let's get to it. Bucks this week been quiet. But before I even dive into that, let me give me some shout outs real quick to the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Ronnie Perry, Bucks fan 26, Roland Dada, Jump to Haitian Boy 407, Jordan Householder. Yeah, we in here. We are in here today. The locker room will be open in a little bit. So we get to talk for the next hour or so, right? Got things to do. Beautiful day on Friday. Beautiful day outside. Hopefully the weather's good where you guys are at. I had a good day today. So what y'all want to talk about? UCLA Carter. So relatively this week, the Bucks have been quiet in making any roster moves, right? You know, of course, they made the most recent one was the William Golson re-signing 1 year deal, $4.5 million. But as you know, the Bucks have made multiple moves. You know, given first franchising Chris Godwin and giving him a contract. Brady came back. Ali Marpet retired. Alex Cowper went to the Bengals. Jordan Whitehead to the Jets. Bucks trade for Shaq Mason. They pick up Russell Gage. Cameron Brate takes a pay cut. Shaq Barrett, Mike Evans restructured the contracts. Still waiting on Gronkowski. What up, Johnny? Still waiting on Gronkowski to make his mind up. He's just playing around. What's up, Corey? So there's a lot to talk about as far as, well, excuse me. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just not waking up, but I'm just kind of getting back into my groove. I don't really have too much to say. I mean, I know there's some talk about Brady to Miami. I don't even know where that came from. Look, y'all fill me in. Y'all fill me in on that because I saw it and I didn't want to give that no energy. So if you guys want to talk about that, feel free to come into the locker room and let me hear what you guys think about that. I don't really care about it. I don't have anything to say about it. Thank you, man. Thank you, Joe. The second. I don't have no feedback. I don't have no output on that topic because people just be saying stuff that's to be saying stuff for real. So don't be surprised that we don't say too much about that on this channel because I don't give that type of energy to randomness like that. If there's I like to give attention to actual stuff. Like that stuff was just ridiculous. Jay, what up, man? J88, J588, man. Still, man. I don't have anything to say, CJ. I don't. I just when I saw it, I was like, yeah, okay. I did see that though, and we'll talk about that in the locker room. I just wanted to come on here and we're finna get right to it because I usually do like a little monologue kind of thing. I usually kind of talk for like the first 20 minutes, but it's been quiet. I mean, I could talk about things around the NFL, but that's not really what this channel really focus on. Everybody else. I mean, we talk about other teams and stuff like that, but thank you. It's brand new. It's a brand new polo V-neck. Bought it yesterday. It's nice outside, man. It's spring wear. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to lighten up. You know, can't always wear Buck stuff. You know, on this channel, I got to start wearing regular clothes too. I just can't wear just Tampa. I mean, you know. But yeah, it's a fresh polo. Yeah, I like polos. It's comfortable. Psycho Rabbit, stuff like that. So in a few minutes we're gonna I don't want to watch that. I saw it already. I saw that battle already. That was ugly for Loaded Lux. That was ugly. The easy to block captain and Averb battle was pretty cool. What up, you wish? Tampa Kingdom. What? We'll come into the locker room. We'll talk about that too. But let's make sure we talk about the Bucks first. That's the first thing we got to talk about before we talk about anybody else and what they doing. Understand the rules. When you're in the locker room, it's about the Bucks stuff first. The Bucks information first. Players, contracts, signings, trades, possible draft picks, what's next, yada yada yada. And then at the end, we can kind of dive into these other teams, and because I don't want to give them a lot of energy, but I have to give them some energy because it correlates to what we're doing, right? The NFC South, you know, not South, South, SOUF in the Southern terms, you know. If you're from the South, you don't pronounce the word South. You pronounce it South. You from the South? Yeah. So Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, you know, Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas. We don't say the word South, you know, with a T and the H. We say you from the South. It's just one of those Southern things, man. You know, Southern twang. But y'all ready for the locker room to be open? Y'all want the locker room open? Y'all ready? Like, give me a thumbs up if y'all ready for me to open the locker room up. Y'all know the rules. The first 10 people, and we get the rolling. So I can't roll until 10 people get in. So y'all ready for the locker room to open up on Friday? 10 people. 10. I'm gonna try to get 20 at some point. Y'all ready? Give me some thumbs up now. Y'all in the locker room now. Y'all standing outside. Y'all standing outside looking in the locker room. Y'all ready to come in and talk? I mean, give me some thumbs up, man. Give me some energy, man. I need some energy because y'all about to have me falling asleep around here. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna open the locker room up yet until y'all cooperate. Gotta cooperate. Open this locker room up, man. I do want, you know, y'all fill me in on what's going on. All right, let's go. Let's get it cracking. All right, the link is in the chat room. The locker room is open. I need 10 people, 10 brave pirates and sea bandits to come on in, and let's get this locker room started. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. Like I told y'all, the locker room is all family. There's no disrespect. At some point, I'm gonna do call-ins too. You know, you can call on the phone. At some point, I'm gonna kind of get that going too. What up, Jay? I'm gonna get the call-ins coming in at some point too. I see you, Dada. That's one. You know what I'm saying? We need 9 more, man. 2, Corey from Nashville. That's 2. We need 8 more. Come on now. Y'all see the link in the chat room now. I know we got some new folks in there. Don't get scared now. All week. I see you, Corey. Give me a second. I'm gonna bring you in. I just want to get a couple more people in. We need 8 more people. 8 more. Come on into the locker room. I want to hear what y'all got to say about what the deal is and what's going on, man. You know, what y'all thoughts going on this week with the Bucks first, and then we'll work our way to other stuff too. So we got a lot of regulars in here too. So I know y'all been in the locker room before, so y'all welcome to come in anytime. But I do want to, you know, let's get it rolling. Y'all know what it is, man. All right, so we're still waiting on. We need to wait a few more people, man. A few more people. And I know y'all just getting our work. So what? It's 3:46 my time. And it's 4:46 Eastern Standard Time. 2:46, whatever in the Pacific area. So, we're gonna bring these two guys in. I'm gonna put you on mute for a second. Put y'all on mute for a second. We're gonna get some more people coming in. If they don't come in, we're just gonna roll in a couple minutes. So y'all bear with me on this one. I'm typing on something real quick. Oh, we got 3. Oh, 7 more. Oh, the locker room. All right. There we go. Now we got 4 people in. Come on. Hold on, John. Give me a second. We need some more people. We gonna get a couple more. Give me a second. I'm gonna put you on mute. Come on now. Y'all slowly walk into the locker room. Take off your pads. Take off your pads. Get ready for the cameras. You know what I'm saying? I'm typing on something real quick. You know what I'm saying? 157 in California. Oh Lord, y'all behind. Y'all need to catch up. All right, I'm gonna put the chat. Let me see. We're gonna kick it off with I guess we're gonna set the tone, fellas. We're gonna set the tone, Corey, John, Dada. We're gonna start with Dada first. And what you got for me, man? What's up?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. I have an issue with we talked about this like ever since Bruce Arians got here, but the utilization of the tight end, like how we just put OJ, in the doghouse
Mm-hmm.
and like took away. We like ignored the fact that this man had all this talent, 6'6", 250, run a four, whatever he run,
4.58.
4.58, right? And then when Arians got here, he already said like I'm not utilizing tight end. He there if he blocked, so on and so forth. But I'm like, yo, when we had Dort Cutter, you could clearly see like certain plays was implemented for OJ, even in like the first 15. He had his plays,
Mm-hmm.
and he had games where he like putting up numbers, 100 yards, catches, touchdowns, so on and so forth. He was injury prone now, but
Yeah,
he had
I
his
think that's
part
the
of the
problem.
offense.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gronk get here though, and then it's like, oh, Gronk is going off, and Gronk is opening up underneath, and this and that. But it's like when they have Gronk and OJ in the game, OJ's blocking, and
I
it's
do.
like
Uh,
this dude got talent. So you mean to tell me that the same routes that Gronk's doing that OJ couldn't do, he can't create separation. The seam route that Gronk always does, you mean to tell me that OJ can't do that?
Man, I think
Oh,
Can't hear
Corey.
you.
Yeah, go ahead, Corey. You come.
can,
You going in and out.
can you hear me? I think.
I hear you
Yeah,
now.
you
Go ahead.
good?
Oh, there it is. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the biggest issue with OJ is that the coaching staff had 2 years to evaluate him, even though he did get hurt that first year with Tom Brady. Um, and OJ, man, it just seemed like mentally sometimes he wasn't where he needed to be for his physical powers. You know what I mean? Like he would drop routine passes, he would fumble if he got hit a certain way or let the ball get stripped out, and all that stuff add up. And then you, like you said earlier, with Arian's system, he already doesn't really rely on the tight end, like already. So he had like a short, probably he had more of a shorter leash than a Gronk with Brady. Now Gronk by himself, I'm not sure how effective he would be without Brady. But then Cameron Brate, I do agree with you, man. There was some annoyances with us running tight end screens, and I used to talk about it all the time on Twitter. We used to run tight end screens with Gronk and Cameron Brate. It used to piss me off. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like, bro, like I mean,
It's
damn,
not for them.
OJ could
It
at least
don't it
give me
don't
that tight
work.
end screen,
It
you
don't
know,
work.
and be a matchup nightmare. But I think it was a confidence and a reliability thing with the coaching staff, man. That's really what I think it boiled down to.
But
And
how does Cameron Brate get such a large leash? He's just a receiver. He's not explosive. He just has sure hands. But it's like he got a lot of. If you look at the snaps, Cameron Brate got a lot of snaps, and when he's in the game, like okay, he's not blocking. I seen players where OJ's in there, and they use him as another tackle, so he don't need to come off the field. If you could block and run routes, why are you coming off the field?
I just
Interesting.
think
That's
I think it was a
And Bright
reliability.
and Bright took a pay cut for the past 3 years. What's his purpose? You taking a pay cut for 3 years straight? Get him
Yeah,
out of there.
Bray's hands were really reliable though. Uh,
Yeah.
even Tom Brady, the
He
way
had
they
good hands
used his
with Jameis
legs,
too.
man, it was just real. He was just a little more reliable pass catches, which honestly, bro, which annoyed the hell out of me that we even drafted OJ Howard. Cameron
I
Brate
thought it
just
was a
came off a
fire pick.
700-yard receiving year with 8 touchdowns, and we drafted a tight end in the first round. Like I did not understand when we needed a running back. Didn't understand it, and it was one of the most annoying draft. It's still till this day one of the most annoying draft picks that we've made in the first round, in my opinion. Me personally, I can't speak for everybody else.
The
Um,
regime should have traded him
Yeah,
before the 5th-year option. If they knew this was gonna happen, if you knew you wasn't gonna re-sign him in year 6, they should have traded him when the talk was coming last year and the year before the Achilles injury. They should have
yeah,
traded
right.
him. That was a
and
waste.
what's odd, it's funny you say that, man. Like because what's odd, we do bloviate about Jason Light. A lot of people do. They love Jason Light, and he's done some fantastic things. Please don't get me wrong. I mean, Chris Godwin, um,
That was a steal. That Chris Godwin was a
That was a
steal. They
great
said
pickup.
that
He
was
was
that was a
balling
steal
at Penn
because
State.
Chris
they said
Godwin,
that like
Carlton
what second or third
Davis,
round, wasn't it?
Third round.
Vita Vea.
Third round. They said
But
that was a steal.
yeah, one thing about Jason Light, he's kind of been bailed out by the player development of the coaching staff.
Of this coaching staff.
Yeah, this coaching.
Yeah,
No, for
yeah,
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, 100%. This coaching
yeah. You're
staff,
right.
like
Yeah,
definitely the way they've been able to develop certain play, even all the way down to the offensive line, man. Stenny was a starting guard in the playoffs in our Super Bowl run, and I couldn't
yeah.
tell
He
Mm-hmm.
any
was.
drop
Yeah,
off. Him,
There was
Kappa, I
none.
couldn't tell any drop off. That's coach. That's coaching. You know what I mean?
Kappa
Um,
looked horrible his first year starting with
First
Dort.
first
right,
3.
I was like, oh
right.
Lord,
And
he
Carlton
this
Davis was just a guy. He was talented, but he didn't have the measurables to be like a legit shutdown corner. He gets with Todd Bowles and his staff.
he got to
It was
press. He
different.
got to use his frame, that
Yeah,
6'2" frame. They use him right. Put
yeah.
coaches
He
actually
played
putting players
extremely
in the
well.
best position to win on the field.
Jordan Whitehead, guys like that, man. Like the way they've been able to develop the talent has it
what up,
kind
big
of
book?
bailed Jason Light out, and that's what it's
What up,
all
man?
about. Player
Uh,
development.
so what you saying? So I want Zach and John. Like, so what Corey and Dada are saying about OJ Howard. What's your thoughts on OJ Howard? Was that one of the worst picks in the last 5 years? Or what do you think about that, John and Zach?
Well, can I go first?
Yeah, go
Can I
ahead.
go first? Okay. What I'm saying is, I agree with everything y'all said, man. But my
Is
thing,
that Travis?
like homework, like I think Corey.
What's up, Travis?
Well,
What up, fam?
well, Travis.
What
But
up, y'all?
what
Know
I'm
I'm
saying
jumping
with
in late. I
OJ.
don't mean to interrupt. Go ahead, y'all.
Go ahead, John. We're talking
Oh,
about
I'm
OJ
sorry.
Howard.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah, I
well,
hear it.
okay. What I'm saying about OJ Howard was, I'm Alabama Crimson Tide man, so I was fine with
Mhm.
it at first, but as time went on, you starting to see see that they didn't. To me, a personal opinion, they weren't utilizing him right. In some situations where if he was down, like not well, I'd say like a third down, but like close to a touchdown, something like that, he'll he'll
Red
catch the ball
zone.
and score end zone. I'm talking about
Red
the
zone.
end zone, red zone, yeah,
Red
red.
zone.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
red zone. Being a red zone, he usually get the ball, man. He usually does his thing, but after so long, like you said, Achilles, he just haven't been the same. And it just like it's to me, it's just I don't know, man. It's just like they not using him right. In my opinion, they haven't been using him right.
I mean, if you look at the physical structure of OJ Howard, 6'6", 250, 4'5", and some change. I mean, you thought he was going to be this unstoppable force, but
Right.
his first 2 years
Yeah.
was pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah,
was improving, and then that injury bug hit, and Arians came in, and that system just don't fit him at all. And
Nah,
that, but
yeah,
he,
that's
don't.
what it
but
is.
you know what though? But
Yeah.
they made sure Gronk get that ball though. They made sure Gronk
Right.
got that
Yeah.
ball though.
Yeah,
That's true.
Grunt running a 5'5" running seam routes.
Yeah,
And
well, here's the
catching
thing
them.
too about Gronk getting the ball, man. Now, if we all recall the Super Bowl year, a couple seasons ago when we first got Brady, they was calling Gronk a blocking tight end. Remember, even he came out in the media and said
He
he's not
went
a
like
blocker now.
8 games.
Yeah,
Yeah, 8 games, no
Coyote.
production, nothing on the stat sheet. And then
Right. So
people,
it's like,
I think defense was like, all right, we ain't got to worry about Gronk no more. He not gonna outrun us. Let's double team Mike. We had to worry about AB
right.
and the receivers. So it's like he was already the fourth option.
Yep.
So
But
then
you
he
gotta
started
remember,
getting off.
Gronk was coming out of retirement. He wasn't in that
Yeah, that's true.
Gronkowski shape, so they didn't want to have him out there catching those passes until later in the season.
Right.
So he
Now-
was definitely utilized later on, especially in the playoffs when he
See
definitely stepped up.
what it is OJ Howard is what we was expecting him like with Atlanta with Cal Pitts.
Yeah,
It's the same
a
thing.
mismatch.
Yeah.
But you gotta
A
tailor
mismatch.
your offense around something like that. Like you have this talent. It's like, okay, I'm gonna create as an OC. I'm gonna create my own mismatch. I'm gonna push you outside one-on-one with this corner. I'm gonna put you in the slot. Like I'm not gonna have you as a fourth option. If you knew he was gonna be a fourth option, go ahead and get a second, third round pick. I thought it was a waste.
They should have
And
traded him 2 years ago.
mind you, when we was playing San Diego and we was losing, I think that's when he tore his Achilles. The boy already had like 100-something yards, 2 touchdowns.
He caught his Achilles when he caught the touchdown.
And that's what
he had like 100-something yards and like a touchdown or 2.
I think the potential.
But I tell you this, in Buffalo, he might be
ball.
a fantasy sleeper because they use that scheme. That scheme.
That's true.
I mean, look at Dawson Knox. I mean, they use their tight end, man. They throw. I mean,
I do believe OJ showed potential, but the injury, he could never shake the injury bug.
Yep.
I mean,
so wait, hold on. So if that's the case, then if we making this thought process about OJ Howard, well, why didn't we trade him? Let me ask you that. Why we didn't
this the way I look at it. I saw the potential in him watching him play, but you had Cutter. He utilized the tight end, but it was predictable play call. Then you go to BA, who refuses to use the tight end. I mean, think about it. The 2019, the last 4 games, all your receivers are on IR. You got Brady and OJ there. You don't even throw them to combine 5 passes in 4 games. So it was obviously something there. But you had what? You had a 2nd round pick from the Patriots offered to him.
People was offering picks for OJ mid-season. Not even off-season, mid-season.
Can they confirm that though? Because they can say a lot of stuff and we don't know how true it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was there was stuff about him being on the trading block. So I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
Like.
So let me read this super chat real quick. Darnell Baylor, thank you for the $5 super chat. Anybody want to read that?
Yeah.
If not a DT, shouldn't we draft a CB? Not a fan of CB Dean. We need pass rusher to help the DB. Dean doesn't have loose hips and fundamentals are lacking.
I thought Dean, I don't think he has like real good hip flexibility. But you know what, man? Outside of that rookie year, he was in position a lot last year. Like he didn't just
he got the speed. He had they ran 4.3s.
His fluidity is extremely lacking. Like he moved like a linebacker darn near sometimes. But he was not out of position a lot. I got to give him credit on that.
And they attacked Dean a lot too.
Quarterback at 27, who y'all might look at the boards more than I have this year. At 27,
got them LSU boys, and LSU corners.
Yeah. I mean,
LSU corners too.
But they got Stingley going to Baltimore. And
he's falling.
Sauce Gardner's top 10, and then
Stingley's falling.
He's falling.
Yeah.
Was he not? Have they had their pro day yet?
When they questioning his speed, they that's the question about him.
Wow. They questioning his speed.
And he don't look. If you watch it closely, he don't look twitchy. He don't look twitchy.
What about Cincinnati cornerback?
Now Sauce Gardner,
No, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's going top 10.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
You
the
think
No
first
so?
question
one.
about that. He may go to the Giants even.
Yep, because I think they're gonna make a move with Bradbury. Honestly, I think they're gonna
Mhm.
trade him.
Yep.
They're gonna trade him.
Absolutely.
Go upstairs and
Yeah.
see if you see mommy's phone charger, the green
But
one, the long green one. Bring it to me.
So let me ask y'all this then. Let's get back to
I
the
was
OJ Howard thing.
okay.
Do the Bucks should the Bucks draft a
Yeah.
tight end?
Not
We
early.
I
ain't got no
saw on some
choice. We
mocks.
ain't
I
got no
saw on
tight
some
end.
mocks
They,
that Texas Tech,
I agree. Yeah, we
Texas Tech,
should.
Yeah, in the third or fourth
like
round.
third or fourth round. Yeah, I mean, the way these tight ends are coming out now, the way they're running. I
I
mean, I
think
think,
third though.
I think we can
Maybe.
get, some extreme value at third or fourth round with tight
Yeah,
Yeah,
ends.
there's really
Like,
no eye popping tight ends coming out of this
right.
draft,
I
man.
think we can
Like
get
I'm looking
I
at
extreme
them,
wouldn't.
the
I
value.
top,
wouldn't draft.
and
I
I'm just
wouldn't
like,
draft a
Notre
tight end
Dame,
that high.
tight end. I mean, he's probably the only one that will go in the first two rounds that I think off the top of my head.
Well, what
I
about
wouldn't. I
you got
wouldn't draft him.
Niedermeyer? You got Niedermeyer from Texas A&M, and you got Trey McBride from Colorado State.
Yeah, but man, this draft is so loaded on offensive weapons, man. I'm not sure if tight end is a primary function right now. That's the only reason why, just because of the receiving and running back targets in the draft this year. But you do have teams with multiple picks in the first two rounds, so
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Y'all seen the Chiefs 8 picks in the first 4 rounds?
yeah.
Two,
So
2 all the way through.
I think Seattle too.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Seattle as well.
What about
Detroit has 2
Tanner?
picks.
I mean, what about Tanner Hudson? I mean, what y'all think about him?
He's
The
gone.
preseason god. I don't know
Oh,
nothing
you on
about
practice squad?
the
Yeah.
Remember that?
preseason
Who's
god.
blocking tight end, man?
He did good in
I
preseason.
mean, you got to get a blocking tight end if you're
He's
not
another
bringing
Cameron
Gronk
Brake.
back. I mean,
Yeah.
because
Man, Cameron Brake, he makes Cameron Brake look like an athlete though.
Don't
Like
he?
that's what I'm saying. Like if you, I mean, Tanner Hudson's more of a is more of a blocking tight end, like we all just said. But you look at him and Cameron Brake.
You said
Cameron Brake
Cameron
looks
Brate
like
is an
an athlete.
athlete?
Like he makes Cameron Brake look like an
Nah.
athlete. Is what I'm saying.
All
Tanner
them
Hudson,
drop passes that man be on, Cameron Brate. We talking about the same tight end.
yeah, I'm saying comparing him to Tanner Hudson.
Tanner
Tanner Hudson
Hudson
more of
was
an
kind of
athlete.
he was kind of
He an
balling and he
athlete.
was kind of balling, bro, in the preseason.
He an
I ain't
athlete.
gonna lie.
He always balls in the preseason. They're like preseason warrior.
And then he go on practice squad because they know they're not gonna use him. They know they're not gonna use
Well,
him.
BA stuck on his personnel. That's why we
He
bringing
probably
back everybody we can. He just likes who he likes, and that's not going to change. So
yeah,
he don't like the tight
you're going to see
end.
the same scheme. Yeah, he don't
You
like the
see, we
tight
picked
ends
up.
unless
You
they
see, we
do.
picked up. What's the name? What's the name? Dan Fells or whatever. That 6'8"
Yeah, that,
tight end, blocking tight end. BA had him in Arizona.
Mhm.
Like
man,
tight
BA
his
had
yeah,
tight end.
what was that
yeah,
other
but
dude he had
he
in Arizona? Dude out of
he
Oklahoma
was
some
good.
years back.
He
He
was
never
good with
used him.
Houston. Deshaun Watson was using Fells fairly good because I remember picking him up in fantasy. We
Yeah,
did
he's a
nothing with him.
blocker. Yeah, he a blocker. He like 6'8", 300 pounds. I'm trying to think of that dude that BA had in Arizona. It might
Talking
have
about
been that dude,
Max Williams.
No, he came out of Oklahoma, but
Oklahoma, that
yeah,
first
Oh,
rounder.
he played with Cincinnati and Arizona, but they never used him. He
Jermaine
had
Gresham.
that's
Jermaine
it,
Jermaine
Gresham.
Jermaine
Gresham.
Gresham.
That's what
Oh,
it was.
Jermaine
okay.
Gresham.
Exactly
Jermaine
Yeah,
what
he
it
was
Gresham.
a
was.
first rounder. I remember that.
And he never used him. Like BA refuses to use the tight end. The only reason
But
we got
BA tells you that he's not gonna use him. He's like, I
Yeah.
got 3
Well, you got
well,
receivers.
Brady came in and tight end became a part of the game plan.
No, that's Gronk.
So
He didn't.
He's an exception to the rule. That's
right.
Gronk.
Isaiah,
So
have you
Yes,
already
yeah,
went over
okay, I can
the
see your point there.
Brady and BA problems that's starting to get brought up a little bit more? Is there actually fire with that? Where I'm hearing Brady saying basically keep him away from it.
I doubt Brady would come back and deal with that
I agree.
Yeah,
because it's
Deal
gonna
with
affect
another
it's
Well,
gonna
well,
affect
what
the team's success.
if he came? But what if he came back with the notion that they had a talk with the Glaciers, and because from what I understood was BA would look at the game plans and rip them up or X through the ones that he didn't agree with. And some of those plays, if you look, some of our losses, they look so
Patriot
egregious.
plays.
They look so egregious where it's like, I don't think that was by design. That just looked like somebody got on the headset, like the 2 blitzes against the Rams for us to lose in the playoffs. That just
That's a
looked like
BA. That's
that just
that's
looked like
BA.
someone, yeah, like you just sit in the house.
Same thing with the overthrowing the ball on third and short. Like, throw the
Yeah.
ball.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. That playoff game, the plays you're talking about. Listen, the second and 11, the second and 12 play, they were in man coverage, too high safety. That was on SMB. He panicked. They had 0 timeouts. Why would you fall for a head fake to the inside from Cooper Kupp? That was player, not scheme. Because if he trusts his cues and he trusts the game situation, he should have been sitting on Cooper Kupp's outside hit. Period. Like, I actually like the call as his GOAT, man, because you forced him
I
to
don't
complete
mind
the
it.
pass.
Yeah, I'm
So
cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. But even if you watch like the NFL films, the stuff like BA when he was coaching the Colts in Arizona, towards the end of games, you hear BA talking like mic'd up, like send him, blitz him. Like fourth
Yeah, I
quarter, he's
just
not
feel
playing
like
prevent. That's him. He's true. He's true to that. But on
I
that
just
play to
feel like
Cooper
that's
Kupp,
Brady.
that play to Cooper Kupp, the funny thing is like after he caught it, I walked away from the TV. And my son plays. So I coach my son. My son is 11 and he plays safety. So he telling me like, Dad, that was so stupid. Man, 4 wide receiver set Cooper Kupp. This is my son verbatim. He's 11. He's like, yo, Cooper Kupp been killing him all game. He's in the slot. They went 0 single high. And let's say what's our safety net? The short little dude, the son,
Winfield.
He's like Winfield is
Antoine
one-on-one with
Winfield.
Cooper Kupp,
But why would he
in
run
the slot.
forward?
A
And
safety
Cooper
on
Kupp in the slot.
Well, he wasn't.
And my son,
He wasn't even.
but
He
my
wasn't
son,
even one on
here,
one
my
with him.
son
He
is saying
actually
kill
bit
it.
on it.
No, my son said, "Yo, Dad, they should have killed it. They should have killed it and went too high safety because they know this Cooper Kupp been killing us all game and played two safety over the top because they ain't had no timeouts." And I'm like, "Damn, my son is 11 and he could read this and he knows a defense to be like, yo, I'm not gonna go 1-on-1 with my safety on Cooper Kupp." And they killed us.
Well,
receiver.
it would
It's
have helped
crazy that
though.
he said it verbatim, and I had to walk back to the TV, rewind it, and look at it. And I looked at this man like, how this little boy at 11
Yeah, but
is gonna read the
Antoine,
defense?
Your little man watch film.
Antoine, he
Yeah.
got a
Yeah,
problem
we
with
watch
biting on
film.
plays,
We
There
watch
you
man.
film.
go. There you
But
go.
the Bucks couldn't know like, hey, we're not gonna go 0 here. We're not gonna go one over top single high. Because I mean, some DCs don't like to play prevent. I don't like prevent defense because you always
You leave too
allow a
many
field
holes open.
goal.
Leave
You
too
always
many holes
allow the
open in
field
front of
Allow
goal.
the
the
But
team upfield.
My
yeah,
thing is, I don't care who the receivers are. If you see 4 receivers, you never go one high. I don't care who the receivers are.
they went 0.
Oh,
They went
yeah,
0.
that's
at
So
still.
they
that
If
ain't
you
even
point,
see
had one
4
over the
receivers,
top.
Well,
at
actually,
that
I
point in
think
the game, they only needed like
Antoine had a choice though. He bid on it, and that's what made it that bad too. He bid on it. He's been doing it all year, where he'll bite and come in, and it's like you don't need to do that. He gets jumpy too, because he's so used to wanting to get his hands on somebody at the line of
He
scrimmage.
he was trailing and he was looking in the backfield the whole time. Because if you
Yeah,
remember in the Indianapolis game, he did the same thing, but
yeah,
luckily he got him a nice pick.
He
he
had
But
was
in
to
the
biting
same
on
he
somebody.
situation,
help
undercut it.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
undercut that. He
but
undercut that pass.
I think it was
yeah,
he
but
didn't
look,
trust in like the
I
front
was at
seven
that
if they
game.
did run it. He didn't
I was
trust the
at that
front seven to
Rams
make the
game,
tackle.
and it was one of the
they
most.
said there was a blitz call and some people on the defense heard the call and some people didn't. So there was supposed to be more pressure because he wasn't supposed to have that much time to get that throw off.
Even
That was
on
a
the, you're
crazy
not
well,
even
I
throw.
you're
think
not
we
supposed to
all
blitz anyway though
seen.
if it's 4 receivers.
Well, I
That
think we
don't
all
even make
seen
sense
Levante Davis standing with his hands on his hips. We all saw it.
because
Because
he
he
knew
Yeah,
knew
he
what
couldn't
was
get
about to
back there.
happen. He
He
knew.
knew.
Yeah.
He knew.
He knew he couldn't get back there anyway. It's like, bro, it's 4 receivers
Yeah,
and you
but
got me blitzing, bro. I'm
man,
not
it
gonna
was
run
it
in
was
there.
second and
I'm not gonna get
12,
back
man.
there.
We should have played zone on second and 12, make them complete the
For real,
pass in
play
the middle of
cover
the field.
3. Cover 3, man. I
Make
don't
them
care what
complete
you
the
do. Back
pass in the
gate.
middle of the field. Like,
For real.
but anyway,
Cover
look,
3,
I was
cover
at
2,
that
do
game,
something.
and it was one of the craziest, most exciting times in my life. So I don't want to beat the team up because you know what, man? At
That
the
was a
end of the
great game.
day, we
We should
went
have lost
out.
that game before halftime.
We went
Yeah.
out.
yeah,
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
went out like we belong there. Man, we showed some real heart of the champion in that game. And I got to give kudos to my team for doing what they did. We had no business in that game. We had no business in that
oh yeah, I
situation.
love the bounce. I
And
knew it was bad
the
when
way
Brady
we
got
were
his lip
resilient,
busted.
like it showed them because we all probably been Bucks fans for years. We have never been the resilient team. right?
Yo,
So to show that level of resiliency, man, fighting, we knowing we was fighting, battling back.
That's a Brady. That's a Brady effect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
That's a
is.
exactly.
Brady effect.
that's the
So,
leadership.
I was so proud
check
of my
this out
team.
though.
And we
So
all
check-
watched outside of winning the Super Bowl, man. That was the most successful season we've ever seen from a Buccaneers team.
But
So
here's the issue. Here's the
Like-
issue. Although it was resilient, unfortunately, resilience don't cut it when Brady is under the helm. I'm sorry. When Brady is there, it's the Super Bowl buzz hashtag. Nothing is acceptable. Other
well,
than
we got
going
to
to the
tell
Super
Brady
Bowl.
you can't go 3 and out the whole first half then and throw an interception. So I mean, without
The Rams
Antoine
have our
Winfield
number.
forcing that
The
fumble,
Rams have our number.
Hold up, time out. Wait. So we got to understand what we're talking about here. We're playing a team that was better than us overall.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
let's not undercut the Rams.
The
You know what I'm
past 2
saying?
years.
Like let's not undercut the Rams. Like it's
No,
our
the Rams have our
The Rams
number.
just they got the better coach. You know what I'm saying? They got the better overall structure. And they just outworked us. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta earn that victory against the Rams. You got to earn that. They ain't just gonna hand it to you. And the Bucs just can't figure them out. We've literally seen this for 2 years now. 2 years.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
we could have won this last one though.
That could have, should have.
I mean,
We had a lot of balls bouncing our way. We had fumbles.
They had our ass
turnovers.
beat before halftime.
If Cam Akers scored a touchdown at the end of that first half, that was it.
Yeah, that game.
I'm
That
gonna
game.
say,
a lot of breaks.
running backs just don't fumble 3 times in a game.
No,
That
because
don't
we
happen.
had so many
Twice.
breaks and great
He
field
scored
position.
the half. We don't even get within.
We
2
got lucky.
possessions.
We
We
got
really
got
got
then-
lucky to make that game what it was.
because it goes
Yeah,
back
and
to what
then,
you
and then on
said.
top of that, Fournette would have got tackled. That would have been it. Because he wasn't running the inside. He had to bounce it. I don't know why.
Yeah,
they
he
did
bounced
that
to the
call. It got
outside.
fogged up.
Yeah,
Hey,
he
listen,
got
at
tackled
the
by
end
that
of the
little
day,
shoelace.
I wish
It would've been
Fournette
over
would have
with.
just got the first down.
He's
Because
so-
then they
he's
wouldn't
so-
have got the ball back.
He's so chippy with his tiptoeing stuff. Like he's still doing the same
Hit the
crap
hole.
from
Hit the
from
hole.
Jacksonville. He does
Nah,
that
I'm not gonna lie to you.
chippy stuff. I don't get that, man.
It's better
Yeah,
than
he
He
too
too
big
big
for
to
all
run
that,
like that.
bro. You
He
230
big.
plus, bro. If you don't
All right.
lower your shoulders,
So guys,
Like,
I'm glad we started.
here's the
I'm glad
bad
you guys
part.
went towards the Leonard Fournette situation.
Keyshawn Vaughn actually hits the holes almost better than him. And I hate to say it, I don't even like Keyshawn.
Right.
But I watched him run the ball. That
yeah,
boy hits
Keyshawn
the
ain't
hole.
scared.
Yeah, he hits the
Keyshawn ain't
holes.
scared.
Him and Ronald Jones, they hit them holes with authority. So, I don't know, man.
I think
Well,
Fournette probably
Hold on.
feel like it's it.
I want to revert back on something real quick, fellas. Jay Ellis made a point, and this is true, and we've seen this in the last 3 years. Double moves kills our cornerbacks, man. Double moves be killing our cornerbacks, man, and safeties too. Let's be real. We got evidence on that. We got a lot of evidence on that going way back.
Yeah, going
I don't
way.
understand. I don't understand this. Like,
But you got to think any quick twitchy corner, they gon' I think on the NFL level, if a corner can read anything on the 10 yards, they gonna break on it. I think that's a no-brainer. I think that's why it's so easy for them to get hit on a double move. Like they break so easily. Like
but we get hit too much. I understand.
Pass
You
rush.
get,
I mean,
Pass
that
rush,
remind me
though.
of what?
Dang,
All of them
hey,
remind me
Dada,
of Rasheed
Dada, I
Mathis.
was
That's
just
all the
about to
corners
say that.
remind me of.
I was
Rasheed
just
Front
about to
Mathis.
say
end,
that.
Sat always say front end and the back end work
just about
together.
to say that.
So
I
if I'm a
think it's
DB, I play DB, I coach DB. So it's like, yo, if I'm allowed to pressure at the line of scrimmage,
Yeah, they gonna do it. That's the problem.
I'm expecting my front four to like help me out.
but here's the thing.
Right.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing when you're looking at cornerback. Speed. But when I look at cornerbacks, I look at the change of direction.
Yeah.
Your foot. I don't look at straight line speed because Jamel Dean's straight line speed, but he has
Straight
no
line.
change. He has no change of direction. So when I look at cornerbacks, I don't look at them as far as they really really fast. Nah, man, your footwork. Is your footwork correct? Is your feet underneath your body? What's your quick twitchy muscles look like?
Technique.
The three-cone kettle.
Darrell Revis wasn't quick twitchy. He was technique.
Technician.
My hands is on you,
Technician.
and he had a line that created some pressure. So it's like, yo,
That's why
I don't have to guard you for 4 or 5 seconds.
And then on top of that, he was strong as hell.
Let me ask you
That
this.
and they
Jay.
watch film. They study
Hey,
habits.
Dada, let me ask you this. I hate to jump off subject, but since you're talking the corner, if you take Darrell Revis in his prime, Champ Bailey in his prime, and Aqib Talib in their prime, which one are you taking?
He said Darrell,
I'm taking Champ.
Talib Kweli, and Champ.
I'm taking Champ.
Champ gonna let
But think
you
about
do it,
this:
too.
Champ and Darrell, they always had a pass rush in front of him. Talib didn't. When did he ever have a
But
pass rush
yeah,
in front of him?
Talib was balling in Tampa and in Denver.
Yeah,
And
yep.
Tampa
balled
didn't
in
have a
New
pass rush
England.
like that.
Talib played
Talib
man and off coverage, so he
Talib could
could put him
match
anywhere.
up with anybody. He could go inside and match up with the tight end, go in the slot, and play on the outside.
And the boy can scoot a little bit. He could scoot a little bit.
Yeah.
No, Talib did it all. Talib did it all.
Yeah, that's how I'm mad. Like he kept getting trouble off the field. I'm like, bro, like this is us. Like when I seen all the players on the Broncos, I'm like, that's us right there.
I'll probably take Champ because all three of them DBs, which DB can be like prime and like it don't matter what
I'm saying,
your defensive line doing. I'll probably take Champ.
But Champ
You
always
still
had a
got
pass rush in
Santi,
front of him.
you still got Asante, you still got Ty Law. I mean, there's a lot of other ones too.
But
I'm not gonna lie.
They're different type of cornerbacks. If you look at them for real,
Yeah.
like they different types. Like for real, Asante Sam is aggressive. He jumping everything.
He jumping
Sante from the crib. Sante went to BA.
Yeah,
Sante went to BA.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, his son come out.
Yeah, college, San Diego. Yeah, he with the Los Angeles Chargers now. Yeah, he's nice too.
Sante from right down the street.
Nice.
Boy, Anderson High School.
So let me ask y'all this then. Since we're on the cornerback situation, we've had trouble since Vernon Hargraves, right? We've had
to say that name.
That boy has some talent.
Yeah,
that boy has. I don't care what you say. That boy has some talent.
He's from my crib. He's from where I'm at. So you know,
he didn't translate.
Yeah, he went to war.
That boy went to war.
I know.
Listen, I had to play against him. I played against him in high school. I was a quarterback, and I threw it his legs, and I know who he was. The next thing you know, this boy got in the air. I said, "Oh, how he grabbed that?"
Yeah, he was nice. And
that boy was a dog. And then he got to the Bucks, and I was like, "This ain't the dude that dogged me in high school." Boy.
So let me give y'all some realistic options here in the first round pot. I'm just bear with me. First round, second round, third round. I'm not going Sauce and Derek Stingley. I'm not going to do that. But Trent McDuffie, Kyler Gordon, Andrew Booth, Tyreek Willie, Roger McCreary, Kyrie Elam, Martin Emerson, Kobe Bryant, Derek Kendrick, Josh Joby. Third round, maybe.
Nice.
Third round.
Is nice.
Duffy is too.
I seen a couple of mock drafts that had us get a safety without first pick.
Third round. I mean, would y'all be cool with that third round? We get it. Remember that next year, Dean, Murphy Bunt, and Edwards.
We all need contracts.
We need to keep bunting though. We need to keep bunting.
We ain't keeping all three. Let's get that straight right now. We're not keeping all three. Let's get that straight right now.
If they play how they've been playing, they're not gonna be high in the market like a Carlton Davis. Because Carlton wasn't necessarily top tier. He was good for us. And he's still he got 40 million.
2 years ago,
I think we got Carlton at a Carlton at a bargain.
Second round.
Yeah, you got him for a bargain. 45 million.
Yeah, I'm talking about even with his contract now.
What was that 2 years ago? He was rated top 5 cornerback as far as in man coverage. What was that 2 years ago on that PP?
He has the most pass deflections of all the corners in the leagues. He just don't pick it.
Carlton Davis' technique is almost flawless, man. And the last 2 years. And I think he would have made.
He reminds me of Akeem Talib.
He would have made the Pro Bowl if he didn't get hurt.
He should have made a Pro Bowl the year before.
I watch him. He can't pitch, but he's aggressive. He's in people's faces.
Look at him versus number 1 receivers.
He balls. He plays.
Look at
receivers
him,
in their pocket.
But look at him against number 1 receivers isolated. Check him out. I'm telling you, man. He holds his own. He's sticky, man.
Yeah,
I watched that game against the Cowboys.
He just get grabby. He just gets grabby.
Yeah. He got to work on his hands. I mean, that's going to
get a little grabby.
I mean, he could have had 5.
I'm not mad at that. That's technique. That's when he came out of Auburn. It's like, yo, he's man on man, long arms. I got to put my hand. I'm a play at the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. That's his technique.
I agree with his hands out there. You're right.
Let him do it. Let him do it.
When he gets grabby like that, that's footwork technique, right? He don't trust because he's not a straight line speed guy, so. He's like a long strider, right? Like
DBs get the grabbing when they panic.
Right, and he does that. He
does double moves.
He's like at the borderline. He's at the borderline of making the next jump. You know what I'm saying? He's like right there. Like this year he can make the jump to the top. You know what I'm saying? But he just gotta clean up. You gotta clean up.
I like Logan Ryan. Logan Ryan should be able to help with that.
Right, there we go. Logan Ryan. Yeah. See, Richard Sherman. he was there, but he was like, like to me, he was just kind of like coattail ride. You know what I'm saying?
He sold 2 million. He sold 2 million and left.
He just was.
He an OG, man. He coaching up the young boys,
He
man.
wasn't
Y'all
doing.
know
He
our
wasn't doing.
secondary young.
Man. I wasn't rocking with that, man.
He stole
He was
from
trying.
us.
He was
I
just
don't like
ring
that,
chasing.
man.
I hate to say it. He was just.
Yeah.
He came ring chasing.
Train,
And,
riding the train, man. Riding train.
That boy
I
got
thought, Isaiah, you mentioned you talking about some of the future things. A lot of people not really talking about it because they're very excited about Leonard Fournette. I'm kind of mum on Leonard Fournette a little, just to be honest, because of his, I don't want to say mental instability, but his mental health overall, because he went into the market and he didn't fetch what he thought he was going to fetch. When he first came to Tampa, remember, he was like, I'm not playing as much as I am. And that's why he kind of like fell back. And he was like, man, I was going to retire. I was going to quit. I was going to stop playing.
He was a knucklehead in Jacksonville.
And he said because Jacksonville didn't want him. So it was messing with his mental health. I'm so worried that because he didn't fetch what he thought he was going to fetch on the open market, coming off a Super Bowl run and really a career year last year, I'm really worried about how I'm watching him closely and how he's going to start the season.
I think he's going to be a dog.
I mean,
that's what I'm
think he's going to be a
I'm going to
dog.
be wrong. Listen, I've been so wrong about the Tom Brady movement, and I want to continue to be wrong. Y'all don't understand. I want to continue to be wrong.
In the Super Bowl run in the regular season? Because I just felt like Lenny showed up in the playoffs.
Wait, hold on. Let's go back to his mental aspect of it, right? You understand why he asked for that contract, right? Because he saw his production matching up with the top guys, and he was like, "Well, damn. I mean, if they getting that, my production with catching and running."
Yeah,
he was the
best running back.
The market is not the running back market is what it is.
But because of contracts like Ezekiel Elliott,
right,
it literally killed Fournette's chances of getting that big contract. So this is his last contract. He ain't getting nothing else.
Dalvin killed his contract. I got to keep bringing that up because that should have been the pick. Dalvin. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. But I mean, I heard that he was Leonard. Yes, he. Let me ask you this though: if with playoff Lenny even showed up, because wasn't he on the verge? He asked for his release, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he did.
He asked for his release. Talk to him like, "Hey, yo, I release you, or you gonna get with it?"
You gotta remember, Lenny had come out and said his whole life he's been the guy. He's been the number one guy. So when he had to learn to step back, that messes with your head. Go through high school, college, being the guy, number one guy, number one back. He had to say step back for the first time in his playing career. That messes with an athlete's psyche. When you used to being the man and you're like, listen, you got to step it down now. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, what you mean? I'm Leonard Fournette. You don't know about me, but you see my numbers.
I think this year he showed up. He was on the field more.
This was a discussion.
He's the best running back.
4 touchdowns with Indy.
But let me ask y'all this: Ronald Jones don't get hurt in pregame against Washington. Do we even see playoff Lenny?
Nope.
On third down, yes. On third down.
But this is my thing.
But Rojo was toting that moment.
That's what I'm saying. But this is my thing. Why he did how Fournette was getting carries? Why you never gave Jones a chance to get touches like that? I mean,
we're past
Jones could not block.
I understand that, but I'm saying
he dropped passes, dude.
But I'm
too
saying from a rushing, just purely rushing standpoint, they got 15 to 20 carries. Can they do that?
More than rush.
Yeah, but remember, so Tom Brady likes to have his options open. So if there is a play where it's set for a run, he'll change the play and just pass it. Because
that supplements the run, the little check down to the flat.
But what we're saying is the NFL's coaching is too good on the other side. We would have been extremely predictable with Rojo as the feature back because he can't pass block. So it's like, hey, they run the ball.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
he could have
he's gotten
the coaching is too good at that level. Everybody knows he can't pass block.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. So
man.
Not really there though, too, either.
Rojo told that rock. He averaging 5 a pop, but I mean everybody know that we're a pass first offense now.
My problem with Tampa Bay is that we've always fell in love with those big stick runners and not a guy who can get space. You know what I'm saying? We always want those guys that's, north to south instead of a guy that can get the ball out the backfield, make a move, and then go. They tried that
I
with
wonder
Charles
why
Woodson.
we didn't. I
That
wonder
didn't work.
why we didn't go after like a Chase Edmonds or somebody, man. Like,
Oh, he fetched him. He got paid though. He got paid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
got
got
big
paid.
money at
You think
Miami.
those
He got paid.
did those two
Okay.
teams reach out to Fournette?
So let me ask y'all this. Wait, hold on. Now we on running back, so we gotta talk about the picture here. Now we're not gonna zoom in with a camera lens and focus on one thing, but look at the bigger picture here. We got Fournette and Keyshawn Vaughn on the roster, and you got a bevy. We got a bevy of running backs.
Oh, we definitely
coming in this
draft.
draft.
coming in
still
the
got
draft.
Gio?
You getting one?
You still
In,
got
you
Gio?
getting one in the fourth.
I don't count him.
He a free agent.
You're free.
He a free agent.
we did not use Gio for what I thought we was. Like
Well,
he
We
was
did.
always hurt, though.
Yeah, we did.
I thought we did. We did.
Yeah, I thought we used
We
it for
did.
Later in the season. That was later.
But look how
We
much.
seen
Look how much.
Gio.
Remember, he got hurt too, though. He got hurt
He was
twice.
hurt a lot
He
of
got
the
hurt
season.
twice.
No, wait. No, Brady set him
No.
up for the kill. Brady set him up for the kill.
Yeah.
Rams
He
Y'all
would
remember
have
that?
got hurt.
Yeah,
The
He
Rams.
would have got hurt if it wasn't for
Yeah.
Brady in that Rams game.
That
He would
cheesy
not have got
touchdown.
hurt.
That
Brady
cheesy
was pass
touchdown.
statting and got him flipped.
Yeah, that
in the knees
pass
for no
statting.
reason with the Rams.
Yeah.
That cheesy touchdown. Cheesy. I
Yeah,
don't
I
understand
said,
it.
We
I
seen-
watched your show right
we
after
seen-
that.
we
boy. You
seen
was not happy
Gio-
about that.
I was not happy with that.
that.
Oh no,
Me
I was
neither.
not.
Man, come,
Me
I was
neither.
watching. Matter of fact,
But
you were
the
live
Eagles-
streaming the game.
Yeah, I was live. I was pissed.
When
I
you
was
live
pissed.
stream the games, I go.
Yes.
I went to that game, so I go back and watch your
But the-
reactions.
The Eagles game is the first and only game we use Gio in a way I've never seen before. The dude was cooking, and that's when they was alternating with Keyshawn Vaughn as well. But I'd never seen that. I didn't see it again. Lenny came back from off an injury next game. No more Gio. No,
Well, we had
nothing.
all them injuries at receiver, so
I'm
we
about
Wait,
to go
which
salute
Eagles
to
game?
y'all
The
boys.
first one in the
It
season
looked
or in the
fluid,
playoffs?
but
I
it
mean,
looked-
that game we used O.J. Howard too.
in the playoffs when we used
talking about
in
the
the
playoffs,
playoffs when we used
Oh,
You talking about the
Gio.
Eagle? Oh yeah, in the playoffs. Yeah.
Oh, the
We
playoffs.
went to
okay.
more of
See
a
how
traditional
Gio-
offense against the Rams, like because Leonard Fournette was back, so we was running the
So-
ball at first. If you remember the
Yeah,
start,
we
but
got
did you
that.
see the week before with Gio? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, are they not? We need to start game planning for the actual opponent we play.
But we're not. We're not.
Remember,
But the thing about it, we're
Lenny was
not.
still
Hey,
kind of hurt
wait.
because he was lingering with that hamstring injury too.
So check this out. Y'all gotta understand this.
That shit just
The-
don't go
the
away
Bucs-
overnight.
The Bucks offense is not a hybrid week by week offense. It is. This is what it is. This is the game plan. We're not the New England 1 week 45 rushes, next week
right?
35. You know what I'm saying? We don't switch up like that. It's like every week, this is the game plan. A couple tweaks here and there. There's no versatility really, to be honest with you. That's why the pass run option is so bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And that is exactly why running backs look good when they leave. Not to cut you off. That's exactly why running backs look good when they leave. We're like, oh wow, yeah, because we're not using them the correct way.
I don't
No,
know
we
what
got-
it is about Tampa Bay, but every time we get a player and they leave, they just all of a sudden become like all pros.
Everybody
Not-
just looks good.
not all of them. No,
I'm like,
Not
damn.
all of them.
Nah, cause listen to me, especially about Akeem Talib. Akeem was balling here, but he got to Denver. I was like,
Nope.
what the hell?
Bro, he was
No,
a Pro Bowler
New
in
England.
Tampa. We just suck. He got 10 interceptions.
Nah, the
Yeah,
biggest
I
one
was
is the
like,
running
oh.
back. Nah, the biggest one is the running back we had. The running back that we had that won three Super Bowls with them. Big
Leonard
dude.
Fournette.
No.
LeGarrette Blunt.
LeGarrette
Oh my
Blunt.
God, bro.
He had a career
Hey,
year
I
in
like him
Tampa.
though. I like him though.
He had a career year in Tampa. Tampa was his best year.
But y'all remember
Yeah.
that coach, right?
Yeah.
Man, he only ended up with
Yeah.
us because he got in a
Hey,
fight
you don't want to say
I
his
felt
name?
with the Tennessee
I
Titans.
fell in
Yeah,
love.
I don't
I fell,
recall that. That's blocked out of my memory.
His best
I
year
fell
was
in
in
love.
Tampa.
Wow.
I fell in love with LeGarrette Blunt when I seen that run against the Packers he had.
Oh my God.
So I saw that. I was
So
like,
Yeah.
So check this out though. So we got a super chat here. Darnell Balo, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says Spiller is a good back, but what do you guys think about Cook instead for day 2 of the draft? Quick
I like Cook.
catch, can hide between the O-line.
That's
I like
my,
Cook.
that's who I say
Believer.
get. In
I'm a
day
He
two.
better
firm
than his
believer
brother.
in bloodline. I'm a firm believer. Not saying he'll be as great as Dalvin, but I really believe he
I
could
think
be a
he's better
really
than
good
Dalvin.
runner.
But is
I
he
think he'll be
falling to
better
the
than
third?
Rojo. Let me
So
say
are we
that.
trading up or we falling to the
No,
third? Because
James
we need
Cook.
two D linemen with the first
Yeah,
pick.
we can get James
I-
Cook.
D line
Okay,
too deep. We can get a D line in the third for real. Get James.
No,
No,
I
I
wanna
need
get one
done
up
with the
front.
first 2 picks. Hell
Yeah,
no.
first 2
We
picks.
just
I
got
wanna get that
Golston. I know they trying their best to get JPP. Since we signed Golston, I know Sue and them not coming back. That's exactly why we signed him. So that lets me know
you gotta
we
get
need
young on the D line.
young folks on the line.
You gotta get
Hell
line. You
no.
gotta get line. You gotta get young.
Yo,
What
what's up,
about getting a
Isaiah? What's going
linebacker
on?
to replace Levante
What's up, Andy
Davis?
Weezy? We gotta get younger. No, that JP.
Yeah.
No offense to JPP and Donovan Sue, but nah, this D line is deep. We can get two of these guys. Two.
So based on what you're saying, who would y'all want like on the other side of Tryon when Shaq Barrett needs some reps? Who would y'all want?
Hold on, I'm gonna go down the list right now. Hold on.
I don't know.
Yo,
I got
Isaiah, I got a
a
quick
lot of
question.
I already got the prospects up. What are you looking at?
Yo, I got a quick question for anybody, all y'all, real quick.
What up?
Yeah.
I'm here in Orlando, and I was just listening on the radio on 96.9 The Game here in Orlando, and I just heard this. Take it with a grain of salt, but that the
boy.
Buccaneers are working on a package to
No,
trade
man.
Tom Brady
No,
to
No,
the
that's not
Miami
we're
true.
not
Dolphins.
doing
Am I
that.
wrong?
No, we're not doing that.
I don't believe it.
No.
I don't believe it, but
No,
that's
that-
what they
Patriots
talking about
started
on the
that
radio.
No, it was already
No.
shut down. It was shut down hours ago.
No, we're
It
not
was
doing
shut
that.
down
I'm
hours
just
ago.
making sure. I knew I couldn't be the only one that saw that. I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
no way.
I saw
we
that
not the
on
Chiefs. We're not gonna do
thing.
that.
I'm like, nah,
We
I'm
not
gonna
the
put out
Chiefs.
the window,
No,
bro.
hey, Travis. So Travis, you got the guys up, right?
What's
You got
up?
the guys up, Travis. You got the prospects up.
Yeah, I got the
So
prospects. What
now
position?
we look. Now think about it. Now we got 3-4 hybrid. That's a 5 technique, nose tackle, and a 3 technique, and 2 outside linebackers. So what are you specifically talking about? What are we looking at next to Vita, right?
Yeah.
No,
5
yeah.
technique or 3 technique. So go look at that, Travis. Go look at the
Sorry,
3
let me
and the
check them
5,
out.
the D tackle.
I
Go look at them.
think we should get somebody who
It just
can
has
like
D
rush the
tackles up.
passer,
It just says
but
DT.
also drop
Just
in
so you know.
coverage if
Looking
you
at
have to.
DT.
Give me that D tackle from. I want that other guy on the other side of Jordan Davis from Georgia.
Devontae Wyatt.
Devontae
yeah.
Wyatt.
He is, so right
That's
now,
go get.
so what I'm looking at, this is on NFL Network. This is off their combine scores. Jordan Davis is on top. Devontae Wyatt's right under him by 0.15 points. Then you got Travis Jones out of Connecticut.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah, his
I
measurables
like
are
him.
ridiculous.
No,
You
you
got
should have been in the Senior Bowl. At the Senior Bowl, he was killing.
Yeah, his
They got
measurables are
Darian
ridiculous.
Mathis out of Bama. DeMarvin Lean out of A&M.
I think there's a boy out of
The
Boston
Marvin,
College.
the Marvin, they got him ranked as the 4th best.
They got him ranked as the 5th best.
Wow.
Oh, Travis Jones?
Over the A&M
Oh my
guy?
God, that is crazy.
They got it's Jordan Wyatt 1, Jordan Davis 1, Devontae Wyatt 2, Travis Jones 3, Fadarian Mathis 4, DeMarvin Lean 5th.
Wow.
Damn.
The Roman
He
League's
came
nice though.
back to school.
Yeah.
He
What's
came
that?
back and dropped. There was something about him being the #1 overall pick last year.
I mean, this is just based off of prospect scores.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His
Like
scores should've
prospect
been-
after the combine. After the combine, that's it.
Now remember
Like,
now, guys. Let's keep this in mind. We're talking about big boys. We're talking about the 3 technique and the 5 technique. We're not talking about outside.
I felt like this. I still go back to last year. The pick instead of Joe Tryon should have been what's his name, Barrymore from Alabama last year.
Oh, Christian Barrymore.
Yeah.
That was the pick last year.
Yeah, it was either or in my opinion.
I was skeptical about him, and I remember telling Isaiah this when we watched the draft together. I really felt like since he wasn't used so much in Bama, I was like, I don't know, I didn't see enough. But
I'm gonna go ahead and say this too, though.
I'm gonna say this on live. He proved me wrong.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this too. I'm gonna eat my crow. I was at the draft party at Raymond James when we drafted Vita. That's before I got into looking at prospects. And when they said Vita Vea, I'm like, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, we both did, bro.
I'm like, bro, who is that? Like, why did we get our guy? Then I see the photo, I was like,
Derwin. I was looking at Derwin the whole way. So
I just knew it
yeah,
was
I'm like, oh,
Derwin.
Derwin James. It said Vita Vea. I said, who the fuck is Vita Vea?
So let me ask you,
and to be fair, man, both of those players have been outstanding earlier.
I'm like, Washington.
To be
Would
fair,
y'all be upset if the Bucks draft somebody on the outside?
Yes.
No, that
linebacker?
We about to lose. Sue.
No.
I wouldn't be upset because that would help rotate out Shaq
So
Barrett.
wait. So what you say you wish? What you say?
I wouldn't be upset because it would help rotate out Joe Tryon and Shaq Barrett.
So another the second round maybe? I mean, or first round? I mean, it don't really matter. I mean,
it don't matter to me. We can go DL first. We can go outside linebacker first.
I'm gonna tell you right now, we ain't getting any of these top 3 DNs that are in this prospect.
I mean, unless we trade up a little bit. Jermaine Johnson is going. He's trade upable. He's trade upable.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's gonna be
he's number 3 right behind.
He's gonna be going. He's not falling past Philly. There's
And they
no
got,
man.
and that's because Philly got them 3 first-round picks.
if you want him,
No.
you gotta,
Yeah, man.
Philly's got a lot of DNs right now. They got two
No,
men.
they
They
re-signed
just took back
Fletcher
Barnett too.
And they got Derek Barnett. They re-signed Derek
re-signed
Barnett.
but do you okay? But if you take him, can he play? Can he set the edge? Or
No.
is he hands
Wait
in
a
the
minute.
dirt?
We
I'm in
can
love with
trade. No,
Jermaine
we can trade into one of those Philly picks and get Jermaine Johnson. We
Oh.
can trade up.
17 is if Tampa trades up from 27.
They got
17
to.
is the ideal spot though. That's what I'm
15.
saying.
I would say 15.
I would say
15.
15.
I mean,
15.
but what do you feel more?
But we
what
don't
is
have
more
enough
important?
capital
Do we
to
need?
trade up though.
I mean, just need picks. Man, fuck some picks. I mean, screw
We
them
only
picks.
got 3 draft picks.
Fuck them
We got the
picks.
We
first,
should have
That's
hung
what
on.
the
We
Rams
should have
say.
hung on to OJ
Oh.
Howard for that. That's what we should have
right?
did.
No, but
We should have
I'm
hung
sorry,
on to OJ
Isaiah.
Howard for
Well,
that.
let me. Hey,
I
well,
don't think we have enough.
do you
draft picks.
need what's more important right now? We have 2 outside pass rushers. I
No.
feel like we just need to load up on D line
We
and
have
have a
1.5.
deep rotation.
I
Like
agree.
we need
One and a half.
It
We need
starts up
70.
front. It starts
70.
up
We need to
we
go
gotta have a
70.
rotation.
Okay,
Because
name
There was no pressure
the
on
7
the outside
guys.
like that either.
Name the 7 guys right now. Name the 7 guys on the Bucks roster right now. The 7 D linemen on the Bucks roster right now.
We don't have them
Okay.
because Sue and
Name them.
You ain't got but Veal,
Tyron,
Tyron,
Tyra,
Vita.
Vita,
Tyron.
What's your
signed
boy that we got out of
Gill,
Iowa?
Gill.
That's
The
it.
boy that we got out of Iowa.
Oh yeah, Anthony Nelson,
You ain't got before.
Anthony Nelson, Nacho,
Nacho,
Nacho's a free agent.
Gill.
Ghost
You
and
got
back.
Ghost
at
was
Ghost.
a free
least
agent.
Gill's
Ghost
Sue
on
was
the
a
roster.
free agent.
Not enough. That's the
JPP.
point.
We
That's
don't
the
have
point.
nothing. We don't
That's
have
the
no
point.
depth. We have
Yeah,
no
we have
running
no
back.
depth.
We got to get 2 of these guys first 3 rounds. First 3's got to be 2 out of the 3.
Man, I'm so
They'll
far.
need
I'm
to
so
leave
far
with 3 of
Linebacker
them.
forward
thing,
with trading up, man.
or DN,
But you
whatever
want to know why this
also need a guy that can also
here's the thing. Pay attention though. Remember one of the hashtags I got is one of the hashtags is what did your eyes tell you? So right now, as far as what Jason Licht has done on the D line, what does that tell you? He didn't sign
They're gonna
Dominic
draft.
Sue. He didn't sign Dominic Sue back. He didn't sign JVP back. No Nacho, no Steve McClennan. What does that tell you?
He's
Yeah, we're
going at D
drafting
line.
like crazy.
Draft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're drafting.
D
The
line.
first 2 picks have to be D line. It gotta be.
Gotta be.
We
Unless
might leave with 3 of them things. We don't need all that offense. We can really pick up a free agent. I'm not tripping off that. Bucks don't do good with drafting running backs anyway. So I'd rather not even get my hopes up. They don't. So let's not even waste a pick on that. It's just like kickers. Kickers and freaking running
Hey, I
backs.
want,
we don't
I
do
want
good
that
with.
punter from Arizona State though.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what.
I mean,
Arizona State? You mean San Diego State?
Wherever, San Diego State. Yeah, one of them.
And we paying
Yeah.
our kicker $3 million, and he was blowing kicks last year. What? Don't we
Give me
pay
the
him $3
punter from
million?
Jackson State.
But what if we snatch up Logan Hall? Very versatile. Very versatile 3-5 technique guy. 6'6", about 270. Look from Houston, Logan Hall. Go watch some tape on him.
I think that's a little small to play a 5 technique though.
But his size can add weight to it. I'm looking at the projection.
I don't care. Everything needs to be speedy.
You know,
no.
we need Michael Parsons.
Remember now the 3-4, like the 3-4, your speed is your guys on the outside. Your guys that's like good in short area quickness is in the inside. So that 5 technique usually they're big guys, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6".
Okay.
Those that position that I'm not worried about the 3 technique because we can go get Walker or Wyatt, but that 5 technique, it's got to be a long guy like a Richard Seymour.
You look basically another William Ghostin Bill.
Like a Marcus Davenport, Davenport. You know what I'm saying? Like, that big guy, he's fast, but he got some pass rushing skills, but he's long. He's long. Like William Ghostin was supposed to be that guy.
No, he was just bigger than everybody.
He was great at stopping the run.
Right,
unfortunately, let me ask you guys
this real quick. But he was bigger than everybody.
So as good as we are in the inside last season, and I'm going to say we didn't get enough sacks, but we sure as hell was pushing up the middle a whole lot because of Vita Vea and Nacho and then the rotation. Do we really need another inside player like that? And should we just focus on the outside to finish it?
If you get a push inside, that's gonna help. That's gonna
Yeah,
the
well,
outside.
JTS and Shat is on the outside. I mean, they got that solid. I agree we need that.
But they wasn't doing anything. That's the thing.
I feel like
I trust this coaching staff for the second year.
I feel like for us,
he's gonna have a breakout
year.
year.
The middle and blitz as much as we do not get to the house enough to we get a lot of pressures, but we do not get as much sacks as much as we bring people in. And it's frustrating because when you're playing this type of defense where you're gonna blitz 60% of the game, you want to get some knockdowns, some sacks, but that doesn't happen. But when we
Yeah.
get blitzed, Brady,
Okay,
that's
is
Brady's
that our
weakness.
middle
We get toe
linebacker
up.
problem though? Is that a Devin White? Is that a Devin White and Levante problem? Because they're not being impacted. They're not being impact players enough.
Yeah,
Because if we
But
can
well,
not
when
because
utilize
the
Devin
Levante
inside.
White
We're
a
got
talking
lot
about
hurt
the
more,
last
outside.
year, it kind of changed up how they wanted to use Devin White. And
yeah, but
then you
that makes a
notice
big
Devin White
difference
was
with
coming
that
on
line
one of
too,
them.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, to open the lanes up. Yeah, and I agree with that.
Because if they send him on a blitz with his speed, he's supposed to be getting there. We should be sending him free range missile. Go do your thing. I seen none of
But
that
the thing
That's
last
where
year.
his
is,
strength's at because his
most of
coverage
them will
is a
get in there.
weakness.
We just wouldn't finish it. That was the problem.
That's what I'm saying. We don't finish. So I'm saying we need to find something
Yeah.
that's going to get there.
That's the
And
lineup
Shaq
right
Barrett
there.
needs to go work out with TJ White. He needs to go
That's
work out with TJ White over the summer.
so right now. That's the lineup right there, as far as what I know of. That's the starting. That's the
When you
start.
say
What?
3 tech, are you asking we need a 3 tech?
Yeah, that's why I put
No.
because I don't have a
Okay,
name
okay.
there. I don't have
Oh, gotcha.
the name. You hear what I'm saying? Like that's the position. Like because Golson's a 5 technique guy. He's not a 3. I mean, you can line him up down the line, but I'm just saying, like we need that 3 technique that can get in there and
He's
make some.
emergency 3 technique.
We need some
Yeah.
Wasn't there
juice.
another DL or D lineman that we picked up a couple years back? I think his last name was Johnson. He was a backup practice squad in between practice squad and the backup.
I'm looking over and over real quick. It's a couple years ago.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back to 18.
I think we drafted him like the 4th or 5th round.
So it was I guess it was 19. But Warren Sapp did make a point though. That D line is just not good enough, man.
It's too old, man.
Yeah.
It's just too old. And they play with heart. Sue still got juice. I get it. They love him. But man, nah, bro. Like it's just not working.
You gotta get younger. That's
If we
bottom
get younger, we might start seeing Vita get to the QB mode. Because I mean, if we get younger with that talent, and if Shaq Barrett do his damn job,
That's what it was. Also, in 2019, it was Terry Buckner Jr. from Missouri, and then you had Anthony Nelson in that same draft in 2019. So that was
Terry Buckner.
Yeah, Terry
how
Buckner.
did we
He was
not
actually
get
good.
sacks like that? And Vita is getting tripled and double teamed in most games. It just don't make sense, bro.
I just hope we understand that even if we do draft the DL or outside linebacker, they may not be good. They may not.
We can't do that. Super Bowl or bust, and they got to be impact. Everything we draft in those first 3 rounds got to be impact. They can't.
In hindsight.
We can't have no Chicago Trask on the D line, man. We can't. That ain't gonna work, man. No,
Especially if we end up with Baker. Hold on. So what's the deal with Baker Mayfield? Are we wanting to do that? I think it might be all right. Me personally,
I don't want to hear that. I don't want that media story here in Tampa. I don't want to hear that. I really don't. I mean,
what do you mean?
There is a good chance we'll get him though.
Then what do we do with Kyle Trask then? We get Baker. Why
are we gonna pay him $18 million to be a backup
No,
quarterback?
That's exactly.
Nobody's taking that contract. Nobody's taking that contract. The Browns got to eat some of that
next year.
They got to eat some of that. They got to eat half of that before they can move him. Every team.
And they no longer want a first round draft pick. They dropped that off the table.
Yeah, every team already put it out there. Putting what I've been reading.
Giveaway.
Every team what I've been reading on, the Browns got to eat some of that contract. They got to eat that. 18
he has a narrative.
They're not going to eat it because they already gave $230 million to Deshaun.
Nah, they're going to eat it. They on the hook for it because they picked up his 5th year, so they got to eat it.
Right?
Don't it become guaranteed to start a new league?
Yeah, they got to eat half of that
next year.
Half of that. They're going to eat at least half of that. At least half of that.
Don't wait till next year. That's the best bet.
I mean,
I don't mind it. I don't mind him sitting behind Brady. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's as garbage as he is. I don't really care for the.
This is why I go back to that Kyle Trask 2nd round pick. It was a bad pick.
Yeah, admit you got it wrong.
For that team,
for a quarterback.
I just think for that team, sometimes the pick is not bad just for that team. You send somebody like that to Bill Belichick, it looks different. It looks completely different.
I heard somebody saying that if Baker Mayfield was in a situation where he could just like sling it all the time and not have to like design a play for a specific player, then he wouldn't he wouldn't be confused. He wouldn't be not confident in the situation. He'll probably just sling it off. The same
What
thing goes
offense
with
like
Mitchell
that?
Trubisky.
What offense is like that? They just sling it all around like
Tampa
that.
Bay.
What offense is like that?
Tampa Bay, Rams.
Yeah, but the way Bruce Arians
Chiefs.
is, he's got that mentality of no risk and no biscuit, right?
But they
So
ain't running
with
that right
Baker
now. They're not
Mayfield, he
running
would
that right
just
now.
sling it.
They're not running that right now. They're not running that no risk and no biscuit. I mean,
It's
like,
watered down. Would you say Isaiah was watered down or,
Oh.
or 0.5?
man, that thing is super watered. We probably wouldn't
Yeah,
see it. Look, it's probably 95-5 now. New England style and 5% no risk and no biscuit. Let's be real.
That's at the end of the half. You see no risk, no biscuit.
The
Yeah,
third
take
and
it.
ones. Yeah, I
Yep.
hate that.
They risking it. They
The
risking
second-
it for a little biscuit. Now it's risky for a little biscuit.
So
Yeah, that's
we're
what
going
they
to see
doing.
Risk and No Biscuit make its return when Brady's time is done, because that's when we go back to slinging it around the field again, like we did with Jameis and how they had Carson Palmer doing it.
Nah, BA will be gone. BA will be gone.
Yeah, be in the retirement home.
So let me ask y'all this: how many years y'all think he got left? Since we're gonna bring that up.
Yeah,
Two.
for real.
2.
He gonna finish his contract? Is that the rest of his contract time with us?
I think that he didn't get no. Did he? I don't recall him getting an extension. He didn't get no.
Yeah, I
extension.
didn't hear anything about an extension. That's what I'm saying. Is
They
that
did get
like
extension. Yeah, they
he
did do
did?
it. Yeah, like
I ain't
Aaron's remember at the same time.
Well, it's optional though.
It's like a couple years ago. They got an extension together.
I think if they win it all, I think he'll walk away. I think that's what BA would do. But I make 2 years max in my perspective, because at practice he don't do nothing but ride around in a golf cart. I mean, he basically the new Bobby Bowden of the NFL, riding around in a golf cart.
So okay, so we're gonna switch lanes real quick. Let's talk about these special teams. I'm just saying, dog.
We don't bring up the special team coordinator name. Let's start with there. Don't bring up his name.
Keep on strong.
You just had to say it, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Why you say the man's name?
Put it out in the universe.
Hey, look, man, I can't stand
Just say
that
the
guy.
special team coach. He don't even get coordinator to me.
I can't stand that guy, man. I was talking to somebody from the Atlanta Falcons team. They literally told me, "Oh, y'all finna hate Keith Armstrong."
I got told the same thing, bro.
Boy, and they went line. We don't get nothing from them.
Matter of fact,
Nothing from the return.
Hey, do we even got a punter?
Yeah, Bradley Pinion.
I thought he was a free. Wait a minute, no, that's the kicker. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No.
there we
Ryan
go.
Suckup getting a lot of goddamn money. A
How
lot
much
of
money
money.
is he getting? And he blew
Like,
picks last year. Is it 3
Like
million?
4.5, I think. Let me look it up real quick. Like I think it's 4.5.
He got it. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. Suckup he can't even kick past yards neither. I don't think y'all realize that. He can't knock him.
Did it
He
hurt
can't
seeing
kick.
Matt Gay make
Why
kicks
didn't we
this
keep
year?
Matt Gay again?
Matt Gay was top 5.
No, but I'm saying,
But
why
do
did
that
we
hurt
get
seeing
Matt
him
Gay?
doing that? That hurts. That really hurts seeing
Yeah,
that.
but why did we get rid of him? Why
He missed
did we
the
get
kicks.
rid of him? I mean,
That boy cost us games.
Did you see how many kicks he cost in 2019?
3 games.
Yeah, wasn't one of them with the
so you
Giants?
mean to tell me that's the same leg though? That's not a new
He
leg.
got a strong leg. I'm gonna give Gay that. He got a strong leg.
Yeah, he got
So
strong
what
But
the
he
legs.
hell
missed.
is the difference between BA? Like, is it that big of a difference?
He missed
Damn.
11 kicks.
Player
He missed
development, man.
11 kicks. He missed 11 and 19.
Dude,
That
he
we-
cost us
nobody
a
talks
playoff
about
spot.
that.
development.
He cost us a playoff spot in 2019. Let's be free.
11 kicks. 11 kicks.
Are we about player development or no?
Hell, we had no player development. Shit.
If that's the case, then it should start with Roberto Aguayo.
Yeah.
Now, hey,
man.
Rick, to be honest with you, I heard a story that they say immediately when he was drafted, they were trying to change his kicking style.
Oh,
So
man.
that's why I think he didn't pan out and why he came in missing so many kicks. They immediately brought him in and tried to change his kicking style.
You remember the game we lost because we purposely took a penalty so we could move him over to the left side.
That was the
because he
Giants
couldn't-
game.
I was there. I was there. Oh
yeah, I don't even want to talk to you about it then because I
That-
know you seen it in
that
action.
was-
How we got ate up by Daniel Jones. He was dead
That
and
was-
dimes
dude,
after that game.
Dude, I don't even blame the kicker or the offense for that game.
take a
I blame the
5-yard
defense.
You take a 5-yard. Hold on, we still in the special teams. You take a 5-yard penalty, delay a game to move the kick, and he missed the kick by this much.
Yeah.
And that was after a big catch by Mike Evans too.
You know what people told me? Well, the ball would have been thrown, but he should have scored. What the heck? Are you
The
kidding
ball
me?
was thrown in front of the man. That's what he.
Bruh, so we gonna disregard the missed kick. Oh no. He should have threw the ball better. Why are you kidding me?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
BA's response was the dumbest. We took a penalty on purpose because we wanted on that hash.
Wanted a
Because he
better
got a
angle.
problem with the right hash.
When you got to do that, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
My
You
bad,
put
man. I
Now-
had to
the
mute
kicker
y'all. I was
inside
on
the
the subway.
key.
I
I
ain't
don't
want
want to hear
no
that
static
shit.
getting away.
But you know what's so
Yeah,
crazy?
bro.
The fact that Matt Gay has turned his career around. He was top 5 last year.
That's what I'm saying. Is the coaching that different over there? Like
Keith
we supposed to have the
Armstrong.
number one. We supposed to have the number one coaching staff though. I don't care about no one else. That's what
No,
the
we got the
media
largest
says.
coaching staff.
No, that's no.
Largest.
The media says we have the best personnel. We got the largest and the best. We got women. We got this. We have everything. Yeah, everybody tore an ankle up last year. Suck up missing 30 and 20-yard field goal. Like, what is the problem?
Keith Armstrong.
Hey, but now to touch on what y'all said about special teams, though, I had to mute y'all because I was on the subway and I didn't want no static to get in the way. I think we should give Scotty a chance.
No,
He can't be no worse than Darden.
If he can't run the route tree, he damn sure can't run no damn kickoff.
Hey, look, you ain't got to do all that on kickoff. You just got to find the crease and hit it. That's all kickoff.
I'm
is.
sorry.
Find the crease and
Did
hit
you
it.
see Devin Hester? Did you see Devin Hester back in his heydays?
Hey,
Yes.
well,
You got to be able to cut, man.
You don't move. You find the crease. You hit it. Like I said, I did kick return. I know it's hard, and I'm not fast. But if you give me a crease, I'm on your ass. I'm out. Big boy can move. I can hit a crease and get out.
So let me help y'all with the money when it comes to the kickers with the Bucks. So currently, right now, I believe. Let me make sure I got this right. Yeah, 2022. Bradley Pinion salary is $2.9 million.
He's still on the
Ryan Suckup. Yes, Ryan Suckup is $4 million. So that's $6.9 million tied up into 2 kickers. I mean, basically the kicking game. That's a lot.
I don't got a problem with Pinion. Suckup was kind of upsetting me this year.
I have a problem with Pinion.
Well, he did start punting the balls. He started
the Rams game. You see how bad he did?
Yeah, he was punting like 30-yard punts. I ain't gonna lie.
I forgot Pinion was on the team.
Yeah.
I think what y'all think about that though? Y'all think $6.9 million tied up into kicking is too much?
Yeah, it's too much. None of those are Pro Bowlers. None of them.
I mean, isn't Justin Tucker getting like $7 million for a kicker?
We're talking about Justin Tucker though.
I feel like Suckup could be a Pro Bowler though. He can be.
So 7 and 4. That's not a drop off in comparison.
But you can get something cheaper than that and kick just as good.
Speaking of
go back to the
special
kicking
teams,
curse. I don't know.
Speaking of special teams, do y'all remember what happened to the gunner we drafted last year from Louisiana Tech? The Logan dude that ran
we put him on a practice squad and somebody picked him up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
I mean, what's his name? Grant Stewart is our special teams monster over there. Grant Stewart. He get down there, he be making them tackles, but I'll be like, good Lord, that boy make all the damn tackles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I see him. I see him
put
growing.
Scotty down there too. Shit.
I see him growing into a eventual on the depth as a linebacker because he definitely shows his athleticism on the special teams.
Y'all know
the cat with the long hair. The cat with the long hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like him.
Y'all know Keyshawn Vaughn, my favorite, is on the special teams too.
Hey, Tad Bit, you know he's the fastest guy on the team, right?
Who?
Keyshawn Vaughn. You know that, right? I'm serious. They said the man ran like 21, 22 miles an hour. I swear to God. They said they clocked him in practice, man. He's supposed to be fast.
Okay, so
why is he I'm just saying just a little tad bit. Nah.
Well, look, Keyshawn Vaughn is a third-round running back that's on special teams that does nothing. I'm sorry, and he can come on the channel, and I will literally be like, "Dude, you got to do better."
You know what? I didn't have an issue with him until the one game where he acted like he couldn't stand up straight. I think it was the Saints.
That was the Bears game.
The Bears game? That was that Bears primetime game.
Yeah, it's like the ground was crooked to him. Like I was like, this man equilibrium is all the way off.
It's funny because he had that game against the Chargers. It was where he looked like he was showing some flashes, and then after that, it just went downhill.
Well, the Eagles game, he looked damn good. That's why I was like,
I'm talking about that season, though. The same season where you're saying that Bears
was his rookie year.
Yeah, his rookie year.
But he was a rookie, yeah.
He got hit in the ear hole, and that just threw everything off.
Well, I think he dropped. I think he missed a block or dropped a pass, and you know how.
No, he caught a pass and got laid out.
What game that was? He fumbled.
Fumble.
Well, yeah, that's what it was. It was a fumble.
He got hurt.
It was the Bears
game.
against Washington too. Wasn't that playoffs he had a fumble too?
Yeah.
I think
it was the Bears game. It was that time when Brady was like,
yeah, everybody got knocked around.
Yeah.
Everybody was concussed that game.
If Bruce Arians like, nah,
hurt,
Brady
Brady
didn't know what down it was. Brady didn't know what down it was. I was like, damn, Bruce, like you don't do that. You don't do that.
Quick question for everybody. This just with the roster the way it is. Are we prepared to beat the Saints twice? With no other additional moves, I mean, we're going to need to get the D-line. But as it stands today, are we beating the Saints twice?
Yeah.
I got to see the believe.
I just want to say my bad for the background noise. Y'all
reason why I ask, and it's just me. I believe the Panthers is going to give us more problems than the Saints. That's just me. Just me this year. I just feel like
Elaborate.
Yeah, please.
The Panthers have made a lot of moves, and I'm just going to be honest. With Christian McCaffrey not in their offense, it always looks different. Their quarterback is suspect. But we can't ignore what they got going on with their secondary. We can't ignore what they got going on with their D-line. Granted, the head coach, Mr. Rule, he can't rule nothing. I get it. But personnel-wise, I mean, they're just not somebody, and I get it, the kitty cats, what we call them, they still got a roster. They do have a roster. They have a roster.
They
we
do
saw
have
with
a
DJ Moore.
Yeah,
we saw with DJ Moore.
I'll give you that. They got the personnel, but can they truly match up with I mean,
not small for a quarter.
Who has more cornerbacks than them in the league? They got all the good ones.
No, they done lost some.
I
think
quarterbacks. No,
they still solid at cornerbacks.
They still got
the only one they lost was
what's
his name?
They lost AJ.
So they still got Gilmore. They still got Jason.
Gilmore's a free agent.
Gilmore's on the Raiders. Ain't he going to the Raiders?
I think
Gilmore's still a free agent. He ain't signed nowhere.
I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna help y'all out.
Hey, I want to say this. I don't know if y'all touched on this or not because I came in late. But will y'all be watching Mariota versus Jameis?
No.
Who?
Mariota.
That ain't even no comparison.
Hey, as long as the Saints lose, I don't care.
So look, the Carolina Panthers, they got Dante Jackson, J.C. Horn, C.J. Henderson, Troy Pride Jr., Stanley Thomas Oliver, Keith Taylor, Miles Hartfield, and Madre Harper, and Rashad Melvin.
They still got a good defense.
They are. Look, man, that can't be ignored.
Nobody can be ignored.
At every
nobody can be
ignored. The only difference is why we
solid.
have an edge over the Panthers is because
Y'all really saying this? I mean,
I'm being dead serious because here's why I look at rosters. You always say what the eyes tell you. The coaching is why I'm not concerned because Matt Rule he does not coach.
So with that point right there, then how the heck they gonna give us a problem with the Saints?
Well, it's just the personnel.
No. Coaching. That's where it starts.
I get it.
So how in the world the Panthers gonna give us more problems than the Saints?
Well, it'd be the game where all of a sudden now you want to come out here and coach flawless.
Oh, come on. Now we throwing darts now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Did
you see who the Saints beat us with last year?
But that's I'm trying to make the point.
They can match up with us.
You saying the Panthers will give us more problems?
It's not the same team anymore.
The coaching is better.
They didn't even have the coach. He was laid up sick.
The coaching is better. The coach is better.
I know that part. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying no.
I feel you, Pardo. I get what
I'm just saying the personnel.
We beat the Saints this year.
Like, let's just say you put the coaching staff for the Saints
split
with the Panthers.
I think it was split.
That's the same team.
I think it was split.
That front seven still intact. That's gonna be the problem.
It's still a problem, dog. We
got no offense other than Alvin Kamara.
We haven't
they got a whole different defense.
We haven't the fact as of right now, I would at best I would say we're split at best.
Whose dog is that?
So Winston don't scare anyone with what he was doing before we took him out.
I mean, the first quarter, I mean, he was cooking. He was running around.
That was going to continue.
The thing is this: if depending on when we played him in a year, I'd say the first go round, I think we got them easily. The first go round.
That's what we said last year.
No, I'm saying no, I didn't say that. No, I was nervous going into that first game.
I said we were split last year.
I said we were losing split too.
No, I said we would lose. I called that loss in New Orleans. I said we losing to them the first game, but we'll beat them at home.
I thought it was gonna be them at home. That's what I thought.
Yeah, we had a whole red out stadium. They even had Snoop Dogg, Kanye West. I was like, breaks off them.
Yeah, we're about to be.
And did we even get in field goal range that game?
No,
we ain't even pinched.
Matter of fact, did we even get to the 50?
We ain't even
pinched. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We crossed the 50 like twice, but it was like to the 45.
I don't know. They was kind of playing dirty though.
When do they not?
They was popping knees, man.
Bro, that's what they do, bro. That's what they do.
And y'all think, but y'all don't think we don't play dirty? We play clean too.
No, they got an actual bounty gate. They had a bounty.
You gotta deal with that when it comes to New Orleans, bro.
Yeah, they had a bounty gate.
So y'all telling me y'all telling me every player play clean in the NFL.
What I'm saying is they got found guilty on actual bounties, bro.
All I'm saying is go inside the trenches and you can't tell me
shit
got dirty. That's all I'm saying. That's every game.
Okay, then we need to get Dominican Sue back and tell him bring that
That's
Detroit
my whole
Lion
point.
attitude.
Talk about dirty.
Detroit Lion attitude for the Saints.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the fact.
We got Ryan Jensen. That's enough said.
Remember, facts over feelings. Facts over feelings. Hashtag facts over feelings. If that's the case, for 3 years straight, we literally saw this play out, and it hasn't played out in our favor for 3 years straight. So you have no evidence saying that we're going to beat them. You have no evidence at all in the near future. None. You have nothing to go off of. You have nothing because look at the last 3 years from 2019 to 2021. You have nothing to say. We're going to beat them.
Sean Payton. So just because he wasn't president last year, I don't know why people were saying, and he wasn't even there, but it was his freaking game plan. It was still his game plan.
They scored 9 points.
It wasn't even the game plan. It was the fact that they were so banged up. They were banged up going into that game. I said, man, this is a no-brainer, blow.
Yeah, they had. Matter of fact, they had the NFL record of most players. Like,
they changed out 56 players throughout the whole year.
So, bruh. I mean, what are we doing here? Like, are we really trying to convince ourselves? Like, instead of looking at the facts? Like, what are we doing here?
That's got to be. I think that again, this circles right back around to why Brady probably did what he did. Do you think he had a conversation with BA and said this is unacceptable?
Yes.
This has to be. This is unacceptable. I know the game plan was not what it looked the same way we always lose. And that's why we always lose.
Can I say this real quick, y'all boy? I was listening earlier, y'all was talking about this player, that player, making great points about, technique and all that. And I think it was Mopar, because, I was just listening. And all that stuff cool, man. All that stuff cool. We got a great roster. We have I believe maybe a top 10 roster at least, to say the least. Mm-hmm. But if that coaching ain't right, I don't care what they do. I don't care what nobody. If the coaching ain't right, it ain't gonna get done. We ain't gonna win the important games against the good coach teams who have just as good as a roster as us.
What did I tell y'all last season? I keep stressing this against teams with a competent coach, a competent roster, a competent scheme with 5-4.
Yeah, but Sean Payton's not there anymore, so we're going to classify
that. Let me get back to what I was saying. That's what I was getting at. That was still his game plan last year. It just, he wasn't there to coach it.
Who was the quarterback? Taysom Hill was the quarterback, bro.
But now this is not his game plan at all.
He hasn't broken fingers though.
Taysom Hill 9-0. Taysom Hill, really? That was embarrassing.
Like this.
That was more embarrassing. That was more embarrassing than the 38-3 in 2020.
No, it really was.
That was
you know why?
Was that worse
than
the Washington loss?
Because when it started off,
was that 9-0 worse than the Washington loss?
That was hard. 9-0 at home.
Superstars.
Worse than 9-0.
I don't know. We called Taylor Heineke.
2 backup tackles.
38-3 is worse than 9-0.
2 backup tackles. Taysom Hill, and we lost 9-0, bro.
With no coach. Man,
no coach, bro.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad. That's bad.
Our defense was showing some heart. That's why I want to take away that game with that.
Washington, I don't trip on because Taylor Heineke, he's a gamer, bro. Like Yeah, they're dirty teams, but teams that come and just play good and just try to
Physical
make stuff
teams.
happen.
The Bucks.
Yeah.
Physical teams. Rams,
38 to his
Bears,
worst.
Bears, Saints. Watch all these teams got good front eights. I'm gonna call them front eights. Look at the teams. Look at the teams, man. Look at the teams. Look at those teams. We squeaked by Buffalo. We squeaked by them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, once Josh Allen said, "I got this."
Once they figured the defense out, they was like, "Oh, it's too easy." Like he was literally picking the defense
Picking them
apart.
apart. Yep. Literally.
So my point I'm trying to make is against teams like that, and y'all seen the schedule. Y'all seen it.
It's gonna be a long season.
You cannot go off of hope. You have to look at it for exactly what it is. Against
so
teams.
do you think the Rams D-line, not to cut you off, is going to look the same without Von Miller?
They was doing fine without Von Miller.
They beat us without Von Miller.
What are we doing? Like,
I thought Von Miller was playing in that game.
No,
He played in the playoff game, but that first one, no, he wasn't there.
That's what I'm talking about.
They
The
whooped
playoff
our
game.
ass
But
in the
I'm saying-
first game.
No, but they beat us in
I'm
the
talking about the
first game.
playoff. I'm talking about the playoff game, though. The playoff game.
No, he was there for that. He was there for that. But
Yeah,
we
that's
played
what
in
I'm
week
saying.
3. He
Week
wasn't
3,
there, and
he
they
wasn't
stomped
Yeah.
him.
and they whooped our ass.
so we can't wait. Hold up.
The sacks look different, though.
Look at it for the totality. Let's not pick and choose.
They weren't even
Look at
fumbled
it
that
for
game
the
either.
look at it for the totality
You
of it.
wish
Like
why you look like that.
look at it for the totality of the situation. The Rams and the Saints are our two biggest problems. You can
Yeah,
spin
no, I don't
it.
disagree.
You can
I don't
spin. You can
disagree.
spin it and make this theory of we can beat it. As of right now, going into the season, they're the favorites. Now, trust me.
Man, I don't know about the Saints being the favorites on the
The
next
favorite-
season
the
because
favorite-
Dennis Allen is
Season.
not no
It's a
Sean
different
Payton.
coach now. It's Dennis
Nah,
Smith
they got
now.
They kept the
Go
whole
on.
staff intact. Only thing missing
But I'm
is
saying, all I'm
understand
saying
Payton
is,
not there.
all
They still
I'm
gonna be a
saying is,
threat.
going into the season, you have no real evidence to back what you're saying. Going into
Nah, you're right.
the season,
We lead by hope, damn it.
you know what I'm saying? Like I don't do this.
Words of a
I don't like that. I like to look at it for exactly what it is. Like,
Straight
look,
facts.
you know
Just
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
We could make a whole bunch of hypotheticals.
Here's the fact: the Saints ain't got the same team as last year. Marcus
We don't
Williams is
either.
out.
We don't got the same team.
But they didn't. Who besides Mark on that defense? Who did they lose besides Marcus Williams?
Who's the other guy?
You didn't lose nobody off the front four or your linebacker. You lost
And they're-
one
But there was
safety.
another defensive player that left too.
And their culture is so good, they're just gonna bring.
He's talking
someone
about. I
along.
think he's talking about Sheldon Rankins. Did Sheldon Rankins
No.
leave?
He was
Yeah,
on
I
the loan
know.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I think
No,
they
it was
got a
Marcus
different
Williams, and there
playbook.
was another one.
I get it,
There's
folks.
another DB.
Fellas, I get it, fellas.
I'm just
I
saying
know-
the head coach is your defensive coordinator.
get
So
it.
defense is still gonna
They
be the
front
same.
four give us problems.
I
They
understand
give us
it.
problems.
Look, sometimes pride can overlook for exactly what the situation is. Like the Saints defense is one of the few defenses that the Bucks just can't. As of right now,
They play us just like the Rams.
there's nothing we can do right now.
Their front four rush is good.
We
and
can
they're not scared
speculate.
to press
We can
and play
speculate.
man.
We can speculate, but until they get on that field this year, it's pretty
But-
much like whatever.
But
They're not
and I'm
scared-
just
They're
gonna
not
say
scared to
this.
get beat over the top when they
Let me
play.
ask
us.
y'all
They're not
this.
scared.
But with
How do
Dennis
y'all
Allen
think-
doing everything,
How do y'all
not
feel
gonna
if
change?
we matched up against the? How do y'all feel the matchup would be against San Francisco?
Oh, they got
Rough.
the same problem.
Rough.
I think
It's
they'll
very
kill us.
rough.
I
Rough.
think they'll kill us.
I'm just telling y'all the facts here, man.
'Cause
Rough.
they're gonna be
That's-
they're gonna
I
run
mean-
it. They're gonna run it at us.
People looked at me crazy. I said San Francisco gonna present a problem. Dallas, Pittsburgh,
Dallas
New
not gonna
Orleans.
present a problem. No
They
doubt.
got a
about it.
front four.
They got rough
Dallas-
front.
They
man.
got a
Dallas
front.
wasn't.
Anybody-
Dallas was.
Anybody that can rush is gonna be a
Now,
problem.
Dallas.
And
The
I'm
thing about Dallas, they can match us in scoring. That's
We
the
should have
problem.
played Dallas. We should have played Dallas. That was the
So
better
with Shaq
game.
Mason now with us, you don't think we solidify the line even better?
So
It's
wait,
still to be
I'm gonna let you
determined
go.
because
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna let you
mean
We
we're
don't
going.
know. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Is our line. Our line is.
I don't
know.
I'm gonna
Straight.
say it, and I'm gonna keep
But
saying
like
this.
all the teams that you guys are mentioning, if you watch football, if you do film watch, the Saints, the Rams, if you watch them play every week, it's a different game plan. Like Sean Payton will have a game where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna throw the ball 15 times, and I'm gonna
They beat
run
the
the
Packers
ball
like that. They beat the
30
Packers like that.
times. We don't do that.
No.
We come into every game where it's like, hey, we're a passing team, and we're gonna do
pass
this.
first, run on 2nd and 1 every
You've been in
time.
situations where we have like a
I'm sorry, pass on 2nd
14-point
and 1.
lead, and it's like, yo, I'm gonna run the ball down your throat. I'm gonna chew up 6 minutes, even if I don't score. We never do that. Tom
me ask-
Brady,
But
we'll be
hold
up
up, I
30
don't
points,
see
and Tom
McVay
Brady got
running the
50
ball a whole
attempts.
lot though.
But I'm saying this with the
That's
offensive
game planning,
line.
though. That's situational football.
No,
Our situational football is horrible.
Do you believe over the last couple of years the line has gotten better, or is it that Brady just gets the ball out so quick?
It's a combination of both. It's a combination of both.
Combination of both.
It's a combination of both.
It depends on what the pressure's looking like.
I ain't gonna lie. Tristan Wirfs really made that big. He made all that better. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, going from DeMar Dotson to Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah, that was,
bro.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
This man is an awesome. Like he gave up one sack season before last.
To Khalil Mack of all people.
Yeah,
we the best right tackle in the league. Yeah, we the best right tackle in the league.
Saints was gonna kill him, and he held his own that first game with the Saints in his first season.
Quick question, y'all. I got a quick question. When y'all was talking about running backs, I'm just going back just a little bit. Do y'all have the confidence in huh?
Even that's the question. Goddamn.
Confidence in BA don't sound right. It don't sound right.
BA to say, okay, we get James, Dalvin Low brother. Is he going to use him correctly?
Situational football. He don't do situational football as well as other teams.
No is the question, but that's who I want them to get. But he would not use them right.
He's gonna throw the ball 50 times.
Look, I don't think we will. I don't think we will with Brady being older now. I believe the conversation is we're not about to replicate no 5,300 yards, bro.
We don't need to.
We just can't do that. We just
gotta find ways to win games. That's all.
Did you see the first two? Did you see the first two plays? Did y'all watch the Saints game from quarter number 1? Did you see Leonard Fournette in the first 2 running plays?
No, it was the first 3. I'm sorry, it was the first 3 running plays.
First 3. Did you see the yards he picked up?
Gashing.
We are going. We are going
away from it.
After that, it was like, what the heck just happened?
They always avoid the run when it's working, which doesn't make any sense.
We started bombs away.
That's situational football. We never do that. We never were the team that we're in a great situation. We're like, hey, Lenny 5 a pop, Rojo 5 a pop. I'm gonna keep running it until you stop it.
Man, that's BA.
That's football 1-on-1, right?
Well, somebody made a point. Somebody made a good point in the chat room. Gronk and Tristan Wirfs changed the entire line.
Oh yeah,
they did.
Oh yeah.
The Bucs O-line was not good before they got there.
Oh yeah, they said it was the same line with Jameis Winston. No, it wasn't.
No.
Every day about it.
He makes a valid point with J-Bo. He makes a valid point, and that all comes down to coaching. Because it's like, hey, everybody knocked on Jameis 30 interception stuff, but it's like, yo, you seen his stats before he tore his ACL. He had 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. You can win. You can manage your quarterback like that. You gotta protect him from himself.
Jameis was in
game
2
planning
outdated
and play
offensive
calling.
schemes. That's what the problem was. And he had 2 coaches that couldn't develop players for shit. Let's be real.
Hold on. You know why Tom Brady came here? You know the number of players that threw for the amount of yards Jameis Winston did before he did it? Do you know the number of players in NFL history to throw for that amount of yards?
6.
7.
There's a reason it was 7. He's now number 8. There's a reason Brady came here. He wasn't stupid at all.
Brady's fine with running the ball 40 times as long as he gets a win.
Brady cannot run the biscuit, no risk it offense, and
but you know the difference. See, here's the difference between Belichick and Arians, right? Belichick was attention to detail. He's attention to detail, week by week game plan. Bruce Arians is nowhere near that. Nowhere near that.
You know why? We don't have an analytics team.
They don't like that.
Belichick says, when I play the Raiders, Darren Waller is who you beat people with. I'm taking them away.
Bracket.
I'm taking them away. Beat me with somebody else. You can use Zay Jones or somebody else. You won't use your best player. Why can't we do? That's how football should be.
Think about Belichick when he had Darrelle Revis. You double team the number 1. You bracket your number 1 and put Revis on your 2. And you done took out 2 stone. You done took out 2 right there. Your 3 and 4's got to beat me.
He's Belichick's defense minded. Aaron's
the Saints do it with us,
and his offense ain't good.
Well, see, but that's where Sean Payton comes in with that offensive line.
Exactly. They put Saints do it. Lattimore, you got Evans. Don't say nothing else. Okay. The Apostle Abadibo, you go.
They always put Lattimore on the one receiver every time. Though.
Lattimore, giving him that work.
Y'all seen Evans stats with Lattimore?
And
Not
let him
good.
get in his
Let
head
him work.
during every game. At least, what? How often did he get in his head?
A lot.
Man, look, they got a real beef. This is funny, but when Evans caught that touchdown on him last year, like this man like dry humped him on the ground.
You can feel the energy in Evans. Like, I got you, I got you, I got you this time.
Lattimore be doing like funny booty games on the field with him and getting him mad, and it's like he dry pumped him on the ground when he made the touchdown on him, and I'm like, oh man. Evans, just go to the sideline, bro, because you're gonna turn.
But let me ask y'all this though. So if we're gonna bring up the why don't the Bucs do this and why don't the Bucs do that? Well, Aubrey like to bring this up. Personnel. Do we have the personnel to run that type of setup?
No.
We will when we get the D line. So we will when the D line gets solidified with depth, because it wasn't there last year. I when they said we had the best receiving core, top 5, this and that, we do from the big name base, but behind those names, we saw what the receivers did, nothing, and we saw what the D line and everyone else did, nothing. Those cornerbacks that we put in.
Oh, go ahead.
Those cornerbacks we put in. What's the dude with the long hair, man? That we had him sticking Cooper Cup.
43.
43.
Cockrell. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Delaney was out there. D. Delaney was out there.
D. Delaney was on. Oh my God.
Been cooked.
Come on, bro.
Mongolian chicken.
Top 5 roster. Top 5 roster.
Wait. I'm gonna stop it right there. This one I've heard that a lot too. So when I hear top 5 roster, they must be talking about the first 22.
Mm-hmm. They gotta be
starting
the depth. Because the depth, I think we got to be middle of the pack, because the depth for the Rams, they could sub people in and out all game. That's why you get.
Our depth has always been hot garbage for years.
People don't realize Aaron Donald don't play whole games.
If we subtract one player, if you subtract one player from this roster, do you still say it's a top 10 roster?
Listen, man, I think personally.
Think about it. You take Brady away, would you still say it's a top 10 roster?
No.
Yeah, that's why.
It's not because of coaching.
Yeah, it is. That's why Brady's here.
It's because.
But I'm just saying, they say, like, look how, like, take for instance receivers. Evans and Godwin put up numbers always, but they didn't get the attention until Brady got there. Then they want to put them in the top 10 as receivers.
Well, everybody
them boys was a 1-2 punch with J-Bo too.
They know.
2019, that's what I'm saying. 2019, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans crushed Julio Jones, and they didn't only play but 13 games.
Yeah, they got hurt.
Played 16.
They got
and that's another thing nobody talks about in 2019. How many players were on IR the last month? But Jameis threw the who? It still broke 5,000 yards.
I ain't gonna lie.
All everybody want to talk about is 30 interceptions.
The recognition that I care about the most is my boy number 54, Levante Davis.
Mm-hmm.
He's been there. He's been that. And for people just now,
only one time all pro.
Just now be mentioning him. And now you wait to the back end of his career when we get Devin White. Like, he's been doing that. Actually, people in the South.
He was better than Luke Kuechly. They had
exactly, but they were winning with Cam Newton. So when people see the winning teams and the players, and they get that spotlight, that's why Kuechly got more attention. But when you look at the numbers, that's when you see. We see the edge.
Look at this.
Exactly right.
Look at this fact though. Isaiah always talk about facts.
Yep.
Vontae got all pro when he was drafted rookie at Wishiano, and we wasn't winning Wishiano.
He was all pro.
He was all pro.
But 2013, don't tell me y'all didn't want to kill him after that first game. Don't sit there and lie to me. Because I was just like, he went on a tear after that first game. I mean, what, 150 tackles in 7?
What was that Jets game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I gotta go back to this point here about the roster. Because that's a hot topic because
top 5 is
this year it's not the exact same roster.
It's not, but I'm saying you subtract one player, you take Brady away, would you say that's a top 10 roster? With or without Brady? Can you honestly sit there and say that?
The quarterback.
So you're saying Brady makes this team a top 10 roster? The one guy?
Yeah. I mean, look at I'm saying, look. If you're basically this year, what Aaron Rodgers has done the last. I mean, well, I can't use that because he had solid receivers.
Here's why I disagree. Who won in the playoffs? Brady or the defense? All the way up into the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. Was it Brady?
Games.
Okay, so that's not true.
I think it was collective.
No, Brady almost threw the game away at Green Bay. Brady almost threw the game away with the Saints too. Brady had a hard time with Washington. The defense has stepped up. The defense has stepped up. So
Washington don't get that 2-point conversion. That's a different outcome.
That's a different game.
I told you, any competent quarterback would have excelled that year we won the Super Bowl.
I said that. I got looked at crazy.
No, anybody. We could have had Derek Carr. We could have had Winston minus the interceptions. It doesn't matter.
Jameson, year 2, we would have crushed it. Ain't no doubt.
Because basically you made the draft. That's your Tristan Wirfs.
It's still situational because we have days that Brady's on point and our defense situational complementary football. You know, we sometimes lack that because some days our defense is up there and sometimes it's not, and we can't put up 30 every game. Like a lot, we was top 5 in points.
We had the NFC Championship game. Those 3 interceptions Brady threw, those were throws he shouldn't even made. He knew before he threw.
2 of them were underthrown.
2, but why did he throw them?
But you can win, but we still won, even with the interceptions.
Yeah, we did win. But
how
the
much
game
points,
shouldn't even be close, though.
Put up? If Brady give me 25 points a game, I'm taking that. I want my defense to hold it down.
But here's the problem.
Can't do that without
Brady we are to blame for why teams are doing what they're doing. Everybody wants receivers left and right now because of how we want to. That's all people want now. Just receivers. Yeah, no, AB.
Yeah, we drafted Mike and Chris.
But that was behind Mike Evans and Chris. That dude, we had like 3 tight ends, like 6 wide receivers. Come on, man. 3 running backs. Bro, now look at what these teams are doing now. Look at what they're doing now.
Yo, can I chime in real quick? Yo, man, you guys bringing some heat today. I think what happens is the reason I like this pod is because it's not like the hot take media that spew narratives and not facts. Because you got the hot take media saying they're going to take Baker Mayfield and Jameis, but that's a whole different topic. But
I don't know what that's even a discussion.
Yeah, and here's the thing I think people missed. Chris Godwin, they took a load of receivers. Chris Godwin was a 3rd-round receiver on a rookie deal.
Yep.
And somebody had developed him a quarterback before Brady showed up. I'll leave it at that.
He's still first-round talent.
Yeah. And one thing people don't realize, when Brady got here, the front office really got aggressive. They didn't have a choice because there were years they didn't get aggressive. They didn't take Calais Campbell because they were talking about money when Calais was still balling.
The Brady effect, right?
Yeah, because people talk the Brady effect. It ain't about folks taking pennies on a dollar. It's about the front office getting aggressive because Ryan Jensen, Carlton Davis, and I think somebody else resigned, but they didn't resign for pennies on a dollar. They resigned for what they would have gotten on the outside. Carlton Davis got $15 million a year. He didn't sign for $8 million, And I think people keep talking about Brady taking pay cuts. He still got his money. It's just a signing bonus.
And you got $10 million. We own $10 million this year.
But that's Brady's greatest attribute is to take less every year. That's his greatest attribute.
No. See, that's what
don't take less. That's all down the road.
Let's keep down the road.
He's going to break a team when he officially hangs it up. He is going to hurt a team. I hope we do get rid of him next year and send him to 49ers.
His cap hit for this year is $20 million.
Still not bad.
No, it's not bad, but I'm saying like people say he take a pay cut. Don't say that pay cut. That's not a pay cut. It was a 2-year.
You need to take that word out, pay cut. He's not setting the market.
It's a restructure.
He never had a big pay. Like Brady never he's got his money, but he never cashed in like all these other QBs.
Well, he got a wife
which helps the team.
Yeah, he got a wife his wife like $800 million. She like
before he got married, he still missed out on a big payday. Let's not.
Next year, here's the cap hit next year. Brady cap hit is $24 million with a sign-on bonus of $8 million. Godwin is $23 million. Evans is 23. Shaq Barrett is 21. Carlton Davis is 18. Donovan Smith 17. Vita Vea 15. Ryan Jensen 15. Russell Gage 12. Devin White 11.
And he needs a new deal. And I say this also. A lot of fans on Twitter say, "Oh, we're bringing everybody back and bringing everybody back." And I've always said this isn't college football where you bring everybody back and it's a good thing. This is the same secondary that everybody was complaining about. You know,
Yeah.
because
they're young.
The same
Well, to
defensive
me,
line. And this
I mean,
defensive
we're missing Jordan Whitehead though. I was a little hurt losing Jordan Whitehead though.
I said this. I said, look, I'm okay. Look, I mean, bringing everybody back, trying to run it back, trying to squeeze all the lemon out the juice, trying to squeeze all the juice out the lemon. That's cool, but every year the league changes. Y'all see what's been happening. Y'all see what's been happening around the league. Like, you think people gonna have any sorrow for the Bucks? We won 13 games last year. They was like, that's what y'all get.
And like they were holding their breath, waiting on us to lose.
Yes.
So, like they were happy.
They were happy.
People help.
So they don't. So we can run it back and all that. Running it back. Have you seen the Bengals? The young stud team. That's on the schedule.
Let me speak on them. This is a hot take, and I might get some weird noises and what. I just think that was magical. I just don't believe that's going to be replicated like that this year.
Yeah,
I'm just going to be honest.
The line is better. They can definitely run it back.
No, I get that, but I'm saying in the sense of film study, I just believe you're not about to be bombing the league with Jamar Chase, bro. Every
no,
game.
They know about it now. They got tape on him now.
Yeah.
They got three legit receivers.
They do. T. Higgins, I know all of them. Tyler Boyd, I know. And the tight end, and I get it. And Joe Mixon, he's finally looking like he was drafted for. But I don't care.
Now.
I get it. I still don't care. I just felt like it was magical. It's not. I just know. Are they going to suck? No. But I just feel like it's not. No. It's just me. It's just me.
Y'all talk about depth earlier. The Rams, they didn't miss Whitworth. That guy Noteboom came in and he shut it down in that game against the Bucks. And also what people miss about this team, there is no explosion on the defensive line. I saw someone put that in the chat. There is no defensive lineman on the Bucks that could beat you with speed. It's effort. Shaq's a nice player, but he's not explosive off the line, if you get what I'm saying. I'm not knocking him. That's just how God made him. He maximizes talent. But they need some players on that defensive line who could beat you quickly off the line. And I think they need to do that. Instead of trying to put everybody back, like all the great friends, go out there and get somebody who's explosive, who could beat his man quickly. And I think that's what they missed, and that would help the secondary. Because Devin White is your main blitzer.
Well, y'all, they echoed this. I heard Bruce Arians say it a few times. I heard the word juice come out his mouth, and I heard younger. So, but yet, you still was trying to go. I knew one thing was going to happen. You was either going to sign JPP.
I think that's what hurt. That's what hurt the defensive line.
Or Golston. Or Golston. Yeah, he hurt because at the end of the day, veterans. That's why Tryon didn't get it. He didn't get his rhythm in place like he needed to. Because you keep wanting to put I love his heart. JPP, I love his heart. I love what he stands for. He's a great captain.
If he was healthy, I think we would have been straight. I think if he was healthy, we would have been straight because Vita Vea is not necessarily a pass rushing defensive lineman, but with the healthy Vita Vea and like another tackle, they gonna always double team Vita Vea. And as a defensive minded guy myself, I know that if Vita Vea is getting double teamed, and if I have JPP and Shaq Barrett one on one, I'm expecting you like, hey, Shaq, JPP, you need to win one on one against your tackle to create pass rush.
But my issue,
one in pass rush.
Shaq Barrett has all that money though. He needs to be doing more of the job though.
Hold up, wait a minute. Let's go. Let me rewind this real quick. About 2 minutes ago, you said the Bengals was magical. Fam, they loaded, man.
No, I'm just saying that.
They loaded, bro. They going back. They loaded, bro. And they young.
The same person that made the hot take a few years ago about with my people down here about Patrick Mahomes and how I viewed him. And that's coming defense. That's coming to fruition now. I said it. First year, problematic. No one gets that weird way of you playing backyard football. I've been correct on all of it. I ain't expect
But
them
the
to lose
Bengals are better.
Tyreek Hill.
The Bengals roster looks much better than the Chiefs roster. I will say that.
Oh well, yeah, you lost Tyreek Hill, so you
No.
definitely
Even with Tyreek Hill, the Bengals roster looks better, man. Like it just looks like if you look at it from a standpoint of when Mahomes came to the Chiefs and when Burrow came to the Bengals. If you look at the rosters, the Bengals just needed a quarterback. The Chiefs was already winning. They were already winning without Mahomes. They was winning with Alex
They was
Smith.
winning with Alex Smith.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, but the
And
problem
maybe
is
I'm wrong
it's
for
what
asking
you're
this question. I hear
It's
all
the
these people,
coach.
Brady's back. But haven't any of these people considered the fact that dude's gonna be 45 years old at the start of the season? I would have traded for Deshaun Watson and sent Brady to San Francisco.
Oh no,
They were
here's the
gonna do that
thing.
if he didn't
We was
come
gonna do
retire.
that. We was
I
gonna
believe it
do
would have
that.
had Watson and Brady didn't come back. So him coming back, I was like, well, dang, I wanted to get younger, but we were
They had to
going
go
back
to him and ask him.
to
Brady is
Brady.
basically holding us hostage. Let's just be for real. He gonna do whatever he wants to do.
He finna
That's
Brett
why
Favre us,
Belichick
bro.
got rid of him in New England.
He's finna
Yeah,
Brett Favre us.
I ain't
That's
trying
all
to
he
hear
finna
that
do.
talking about he playing the 45.
So
He gonna
so
play
so
whenever.
the favorites we are in the top 5 in a lot of their betting odds as far as going back to the Super Bowl. Y'all cool? Y'all good? Y'all
well,
good with
look at the
that?
NFC
We
now,
have
bro.
to. Yeah, we have to. That's why
We're a
it's easy.
favorite because the NFC has gotten so much weaker. It's
Like,
really
here's-
like every division has a favorite now.
So, like-
It's us, Green Bay, Rams, and if you want to pick the Cowboys.
I saw one where they had Washington was the favorite on NFL Network.
I mean, they got the defense, but we don't know what Wentz is gonna do.
Should we have problems
Do you
with
really
Green
trust
Bay
in
without
Wentz?
Devontae Adams and Valdez?
Green Bay finna draft 2 receivers. Watch.
They need to. They lost Mark Van
Watch.
Scantling.
They finally finna draft 2 first-round receivers.
But
Okay.
here's something I wanted to ask y'all. So, and I don't know if this was touched up before I joined. Do y'all think if we won one game that made a difference for the seeding? Let's say we had that 1 seed.
Yeah,
the
we went to
playoffs.
the Super Bowl. We went to the Super Bowl.
Would we
already.
have been back playing the with who that bracket would have been? Because if we were in the 1 seed, we would have never played the Rams unless they got there.
Well,
so
here's
think
my
about
issue.
that playoff setup with that bye week. We would have had the
didn't need
Niners.
We didn't need it. We didn't need it. The
I wouldn't
freaking
have want-
Niners
I-
was
to be
supposed to
honest,
lost to the
I
Cowboys.
didn't want to. If we got the 1 seed, I didn't want to see the 49ers because that was a hot team coming into the playoffs.
Oh, okay, and that's why I'm asking. I'm saying that's
They
a
won
difference
7
in
out
who
of
we
8
would have
games
played.
to end the season. I didn't. That was a team. I want to avoid the hot team as much as possible.
Cowboys was supposed to win that freaking game, and we supposed to play them again, just like Dak Prescott said, in Tampa. I wasn't scared of Dallas at all.
Neither
we
was
know
I.
what they're going to do.
I was just talking
That-
hypotheticals.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm saying we were supposed to play them. We weren't supposed to be dealing with like the Rams, the 49ers moving on, and it wasn't supposed to have been like that. So
you think? But somebody said if we were in that 1 seed, just hypothetically, we would have been back in the Super Bowl defending the championship.
I believe so.
Well, wait
But
a
the
minute. Now, if that's the case, then we're gonna do hypotheticals. If the Rams would have beat the 49ers, the Saints would have been in.
That was for the regular season, though.
No, I'm just saying, to get in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If the Rams would have beat the 49ers, the Saints would have been in instead of the 49ers.
Oh yeah, because technically that's where I got an issue with Vegas because the Rams can never do nothing with the 49ers.
Yeah, that's
ever.
weird. That's weird.
But yet they found a way to that
They
made
found a
no
way
sense.
to get it in the play.
Yeah,
well, that safety dropped that big interception, though.
I just felt like Vegas wanted that money in that stadium. That's a lot
Remember
of
that
billions
interception
in
that would have been key in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, they couldn't. They struggled in the regular season, and in the playoffs they squeaked in the Rams for some strange reason.
Hey, didn't that sound familiar with us against the
down
Saints?
17-0, and they came back.
But like my
didn't
uncle
that sound
said,
familiar with us in the last playoffs though, against the
hold
Saints?
On. My uncle down in Tampa said this. Kyle Shanahan is a direct replicant of that same Falcons team that pulled that same crap in the Super Bowl with Brady. That's the same guy. He was the offensive coordinator. So he knows about not knowing what to do in second halves.
That's a Dan Quinn coach team. Don't know how to make
Yeah.
adjustments.
Yeah, he gets
But
cute.
he has shown that.
No,
he has
he
shown
gets
that
cute.
when he has a lead, he does not know how to close the game out. That was evident with the Super Bowl when he was on the Falcons, and that was evident again with the Niners against the Chiefs. He gets a lead, and he avoids his bread and butter, which is running the ball. When you got a lead and you're playing against a hot team, you want to run the ball and run the clock out.
Go back even further. Go to Seattle. They were up double 2 possessions with Pete Carroll and Dan Quinn. No adjustments being made.
Yeah, they get cute. Some of these people got a background of certain things they like. Like I feel like Brian Leftwich wants Brady to do the things he never could do under him as being a quarterback, which is I felt like that was him calling all them weird passing plays left and right and all this and that. Like, bro, you can't relive your QB success through another. Like, you're a coach now. You're do a job.
Honestly, man, I think Belichick said it the best. Belichick said it the best. More games are lost in the NFL than they are won just because of coaches want to do it their way instead of doing what's theoretically correct.
Played on the field.
Yeah, like if you need to run the ball and kill the clock, why not do that? If you up by 2 possessions at 7 minutes and you up by 2 possessions, I'm finna start killing the clock.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that specific game when Brady got a play call? It was like fourth quarter crunch time. Like
it was at Chicago,
and they called him, and then he was like, "No."
No, it was like this past season. That was this past season.
No, it was
like Brady checked the wristband and got the play call.
Right. Yeah,
he looked at the sideline. He was like, "No, hell no, no."
He screamed at somebody.
No.
Yeah, he screamed loud at somebody. The camera tried to get it off of him.
That was Leftwich.
Yeah, man. And I just feel like that, like they don't talk on the sideline either. Like the Saints game, when we were losing, they looked at each other and just like,
that was last year. That was last year. That was last year. He vetoed the Byron Leftwich play call. That was last year. Yep. He said no. It was against the Cowboys. First game of the season. First game of the season.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He's like, hell no.
He was like, no. I was like, whoa, okay.
Situational football.
All right.
Brady by situational football. I think if we ran the ball 35 times, Brady would be cool.
Brady would not care.
I know.
Bill
Belichick don't do that.
He don't care. That's all that matters.
Situational football and coaching.
His first 3 Super Bowls didn't even come from offense. It came from his defenses. And he had to do squat but manage.
Game manage.
Field manage. That's it.
He's cool with that.
You want a 44-year-old to throw numbers like Jameis Winston? Like, come on. That don't even sound right, man.
What's our record when Brady throws over 35 times a game? If you play the team that's better than 500, what's the odds?
I think it's about 500. I think, like I said, I'm gonna say this again. I think we're an average team against teams that match up. Like, that's pretty good. Like, I mean, 5-4. I mean, that's the facts. Like 5-4 against teams with a competent coach, a competent roster, and a competent scheme. What does that tell you? Now with all these freaking offensive weapons on everybody's field, 35 is the new 25. So now you force teams now to be in shootouts. Now I feel like we did that. Wide open basketball.
We did that. Like Brady
remember the run and shoot?
LeBron James.
Can't hit nobody no more.
Remember the run and shoot with the Houston Oilers? Yeah. That's what it is now. Run and shoot. Fast break football. Fast break.
Sacrifice it. Phoenix Suns type.
Phoenix Suns.
Give me a defense and a run game any day.
Yeah,
Brady is my quarterback. Brady not turning the ball over.
Golden State.
That's a winning combination, right?
Now, I think we're going to see a lot more up tempo. Like, let's keep it going.
No huddles. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. More injuries.
I don't think that's a good recipe. Because clearly, when we play good teams like the Saints and stuff, and we come out passing, and we 3 and out, it's like, bro, there's been games we went like 7 drives, 7 and out, 3 and out. Sorry, and I'm like, yo,
the Saints happen all the time. It's like 3 and out
all the time, and it's like, yo, I'm asking for a field goal, let alone a first down. I'm like, it's not a recipe.
Those key moments where like 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 7 against those good teams, you'll be like, they got to get this. Nope, punt ball. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, just get the first down. Just get the first down.
And it'd be a play that they never run before. Like, it'd be a weird play call too.
They tried to do
Scotty Miller started trouting his little behind out there, and the commentators get to talking, and teams is like, we already know what this is, bro. You're not doing what you did.
They started putting their hands on him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. They gave this man turf toe for the whole season. He had turf toe like the whole season, bro. I'm like, come on, man. It's not gonna work. Y'all are stubborn. Scooter doesn't scoot no more. It's over with.
Scotty too hotty.
Can't run the route.
He one dimensional.
One trick pony.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. When I watched that podcast, the Pivot podcast, when AB was on there, and he was like, "Yo, I was on the Bucks," and he was like, "I'm still that dude." And it was
I
like Mike
agree.
Evans, Chris Godwin. I was like, "Yo, honestly, he 33, 34." I'm like, "Yo, he's still that dude. He's still better than AB, Chris
Yep.
Godwin. He's still that dude by
Well,
far."
But he
He had
showed it
all
though.
three of them.
But he showed it when he got on the field. It was like, God, Lee, like this
yeah,
dude,
his
like
work.
He's
Yeah,
that dude.
yeah, his route running is second
ridiculous.
to none.
Ridiculous. He
Yeah,
And
made
he
the Bucks
route.
offense. I remember the game he came back. I was like, can anybody cover this dude?
nah, yeah, they put
No,
Gilmore on him. They
you saw
put
that
the
what was
Panthers.
it, that Miami game where he caught a 5-yard slant and took it
Slant
60.
took it to the house. He ain't
I
never
was
had
just
that.
like, you ain't never seen that. I mean, I
Nope.
was just like, you ain't never seen Mike
Nah,
Evans
as
do
much
that.
as problems he caused, he was like,
I don't know. I've seen Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin is like AJ Brown to me. Like they bowling balls with speed. Like if they catch a slant and it's one or two defenders and they
but
can
AB,
break through
AB
them.
on a whole
AB
nother
ain't
He
getting
ain't
ran
creating
down.
separation like
Yeah,
AB
he
though.
can't. Yeah, but
He
they
ain't
two
creating
different.
separation like
Yeah,
AB.
he was
but
the
he
AB
play
number
a
one.
different.
He was number one. He was number one.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying Chris Godwin a different wide receiver, man. He that physical. He like the
Yeah,
Debo Samuel to AJ Brown.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, just just straight up, like, man, that dude hands and route running acceleration, like he just leaps and bounds better than Calvin Evans. Like, not even
Yeah,
close.
but the fact that we needed him is why now he was naked in New York. So, you know, it was it worth it? Because that basically
It was.
that was
It
it.
was worth it.
That
It was worth it because he was one of
Brady
the guys that
wanted
scored the
him.
Super Bowl.
That's why that
Yeah,
was.
he scored
Brady
it.
wanted him.
Who scored in the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, I
AB.
know.
Everybody
AB,
that
Gronk, and Lenny.
No original Bucks, but Mike Evans want to step out of bounds with his old bitch ass.
I'm just saying, like, it was
I'm
worth
just
it.
say it, light skinned brother.
It was
Yeah, but you know what?
everything.
He always gives us money every year, so he ain't gonna do too
Yeah,
much.
that's my guy. That's my guy.
He don't give us
like,
money. He does something. What is it? When they restructure, he get his money in a signing bonus.
Right.
So he's not getting a weekly check that's in the millions.
I just gave out the salary cap numbers.
Yeah, that's all that is.
Hey, don't be honest. Don't be shocked.
That's all
if
that
he get on the
is.
trading block next year.
When Mike Evans restructures, he gets like 19 mil right now in his bank account today, and for the next 16 weeks, his paycheck like a couple $1,000. That's all that is.
Yeah,
restructure don't mean I'm taking less money.
That's why people gotta stop saying that.
They need to understand that the numbers.
But he's still helping the cap out. I know he's not taking less. So let me reiterate.
He's kicking the can down the road.
Yeah, but if they bringing it to you, then do it. They know what they doing with it.
Look, unless they add some void years, that cap ain't gonna get crazy and crazy.
Yeah, well, they all waiting on the increase, just like the Saints do.
2024.
That's all they do. Yeah, they all waiting on it.
$250 million in 2024.
Yeah, so when it hit, no one's over.
But when the cap goes up, the player demands go up. That's how that works.
Man, you imagine like Deshaun Watson, 230.
He said, look at Tyreek Hill's contract. 4 year, $120 million.
70-something guaranteed.
I ain't gonna lie. The Miami is not in a win now mode. That was dumb. That was dumb.
Christian Kirk. Like, really, Christian Kirk? Chris Godwin got way more skills than you, and you getting the same amount of money as Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
The receiver.
I think Chris Godwin took less money to be with Brady.
No, I'm just saying the effect of these contracts now has changed the game. It's just.
It's not gonna be good. It's not.
Devontae Adams. You see Devontae Adams' contract?
The Raiders always do that though. The Raiders always.
But I'm saying, like,
overpay a receiver.
I'm just saying the contract.
Desmond Howard.
The contracts moving forward is going to be all about guaranteed money and no trade clauses. Watch.
That's a good transition. Make sure these boys get their money.
And you ain't finna trade me. You ain't finna trade me to the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? Like no trade clause.
It's gonna turn NBA. It's already turned NBA. Like we're gonna have.
It's good though. I like that. Get your money. Because when Godwin tore his ACL, I felt bad. I was like, no,
I was nervous.
They might try to pull a stunt.
Then they tagged him a game, though they gave him a contract. That's what was so messed up.
Yeah, that pissed me off. I was like, I don't get this man signed.
I think they tagged him with every intention of signing him. Because I don't think they wanted to do him dirty like that.
I still believe he would have got it. I still believe if he touched free agency, he would have got a better deal than what he got in Tampa. Even
everybody,
I think he took a pay cut. I think he took a pay
He
cut when
got
Brady
25.
came
He would've
back.
got 25 million.
Yeah,
He probably
everybody
got
would
that.
have.
Matter of fact, if he would have touched free agent, I bet you he would have went to Jacksonville and got that whatever that dude Christian Kirk.
He got no. The annual salary is the same pretty much. He would have got way more. He would have got like 23 mil. You know what I'm saying?
I thought 20 mil. I thought 20 mil was a lot.
Shoot, not anymore.
I thought 20 mil was gonna be a lot.
Yeah,
You know who?
20
You know.
mil is a lot.
But you know what? For extension now, AJ Brown, he's up for it. The other couple of guys that's young guys, like these guys, they don't like. Look, Christian Kirk got 20. I'm better than him. I'm better than Christian Kirk. AJ Brown, he finna ask for 22, 23.
And he made Julio look disappear.
And Debo coming up too.
Yeah, him, AJ Brown, Debo, those guys are up for extensions. And they're going to be like, he got 20, I want 23, 24.
So are we getting Julio still? Do we want Julio?
If he ain't got a hamstring transplant, then no.
When he don't have one. But
Like
do you think he can get with the
I
Alex
think
Ferreira?
Hey, you need to find another AB explosive yak.
Yeah, I like that.
Do it all type receiver. Because
Julio, he's explosive, but like I said,
but
he come off the play every 2 to 3 plays.
I'm hearing the Patriots and the Packers checking out Julio, man. So
Speaking of Patriots, what the hell Leonard Fournette thought going up there?
I don't know.
Money.
Just figure something
again. Why would you go there? They have like 6 running backs.
Money.
They ain't paying you.
Lennon need that money, bro. These running backs ain't. Your market is what it is, and like he might not get another bag. So, I mean, as if I was in his shoes, it'd be like, yo, I need to chase this bag right now because it ain't guaranteed.
Yeah, but chased it last year though. After the Super Bowl, he would have chased
it. And he went to a division rival. That's what I'm saying. It's like he went to 2 teams to get our attention or something. You went to the Patriots. I think he went to the Falcons.
So we're gonna close this out like this. So, and they brought this up. How big is the drop off from Brown to Gage? Is that a huge drop off?
Hell yeah.
Brown
to
Gage.
From a person, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now,
that's AB.
If you comparing those two by themselves, yes, but as a collective, I'm fine with it because it still is. You're not finna double team no one. That was the issue.
I think it's gonna be a huge difference because, like, if you look at the football side and you see AB, because AB even said he was like, "Yo, I was on a pitch count, so I was only getting a certain amount of plays." You look at AB's routes. AB's running option routes with Brady. Like, I don't think Russell Gage is gonna be doing that.
No, he's gonna be in the slot more than likely.
Right.
Chris Godwin is just slot for now. I guess when Godwin comes back, he'll be in the slot.
AB does short, intermediate, deep routes. He does it all. So when Tom Brady throws AB the ball, it's like, yo, he already has separation. So I could put the ball right in his chest. With Gage, people might defend him differently. They might press him, so on and so forth. So his catch might be contested as opposed to like, oh, he's open because he's that raw that it don't matter what you do, he gonna be open.
So you're saying like he was just a player on a bad team that got numbers? Like, you see those guys
because he killed us a few times.
Like he scores a lot. He scored a lot, but you're on a bad team. So what? I mean, who else they got? You know what I mean? Like,
who else they got? They ain't doubling him. You're not game planning for Russell Gage.
Nah, he was a product of a double team Julio and Ridley.
But this is the thing. But this is my thing though. You guys got to think. Week 1, he's gonna be lining up outside. He's gonna be the number 2 week 1.
That's cool.
But can he play on the outside?
He good for that.
He's good for that.
He's not
can he run the route?
He's not AB. Okay. Nobody gonna give you that type of production like AB.
That's my concern. What is the receivers gonna look like week 1? Like everybody's out on Tyler Johnson, and then you have Grayson. I mean, so it's they're gonna have to. It's gonna look different week 1.
Yeah, we really do need some route runners, bro. We need a Jerry Jeudy, Javante Adams. Like, we don't have none of that. Was the AB like dudes that do
twitchy guys,
twitchy. Man. Yeah, them route runners. It ain't a lot of them in the NFL. It ain't a lot. Like, even old AJ Green is one. He's one. He's just old now, but he's one. Like, we just. We saw what he did to Trayvon Diggs. You saw what he did to Trayvon Diggs, Mr. All-Pro cornerback, which AJ
Yeah.
Green cooked this man for one game.
I mean, that's why you got to give Green Bay and Pittsburgh. They know how to find receivers in the second round and
Boy,
beyond.
they know how to do that. Boy, they know how to
I
do
mean,
that.
if we can figure that formula out, that'll be something nasty. But the
I
Well,
love
they're
it.
owned by their
I think it's
fans.
our offense. I think our offense is hindering because, like, if you play DB, if you a DC, it's like, yo, I'm only worried about certain routes on the route tree. Like, I ain't got to worry about Mike Evans, hitting a slant. I'm worrying about
Man, I'm gonna get
posts,
out of here. Y'all
outs,
take it easy, bro.
comebacks.
All right, man.
You only got to cover certain routes on the route tree. Godwin's a problem.
A lot of factors play into that: quarterback, scheme,
timing.
So
3-step drop, 5-step. We hitting 5, 7-step drops.
Yeah, as a DC, you looking at a bunch of stuff, man. As a DC, you looking at all kind of tendencies, down and distance. You know what I'm saying? What do you do in this situation? That's what you look at it from. That's why Todd Bowles, that blitz. You know what? I'm not even going. We'll talk about that another time. We are over 2 hours now, gentlemen. Any closing remarks on today's topics, man? Anything that stood out to you guys that you like want to touch on real quick before we close this out?
Good stuff in the locker room today, bro. Appreciate you what you're doing, man. Keep doing it. Good topics.
Yeah.
Plutonic, organic. AB still that dude.
Still that dude. I mean, you got some bucks? I know you always got something.
Oh yeah, man. I enjoyed the conversation. I was late signing on, but I signed on today because dude said I be saying wild takes. I thought he was gonna sign on. I really wanted to talk to the guy.
Yeah, I mean, man, that's crazy, man. I'm trying to figure that out too.
Cause he had me. I mean, I went back and watched something. When I said anything that was outrageous, unless he was talking about the other dude in the group and he got our names mixed
I'm
up.
I'm looking forward to that day when it comes between y'all two. I really want to see what George's name was. George. His name was George, by the way. So I want to see him come into the locker room.
Boy.
Appreciate it, Dada, man. I want to see George come in here and defend that point there. So but we'll get.
Every man has his opinion. I don't have nothing. What did I say that was so?
Yeah, I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah. That's all I want to know. I mean,
you be on here saying, some good stuff, some good points, and I really
should speak from a pure football standpoint. I take my feelings
he
out of it.
He picked you out of all those guys. He was like, that guy right there. I'm like, what? Like,
I was just like, come on,
bro. Out of everybody on. I'm like, okay,
I was just like, okay, I'm open to a conversation.
I know you waiting on that.
Yeah, that's why I signed in. But other than that, man, keep it up, man. I enjoy these videos and stuff, man. Keep it up. It's like I said, I know the draft is getting closer, but we don't fix that D line in the trenches, man. It's gonna be a long season. I've been saying that for the last 18 months. No pass rush.
And my closing remarks is I appreciate all the powers and C-bands that actually came into the locker room today and voiced
I'm gonna sign off,
a
man.
lot
I
of.
go get the keys.
Appreciate it, man. Good luck to you, man.
Thank
you. Everything that was talked about today is what we're gonna do every Friday. Every Friday, we're gonna come in and have this big conversation, just kind of air out some things, and it's gonna be fun, respectful, it's always been. This is the second week in a row. It's only gonna get better. I'm making a list of guys. I'm gonna do a poll. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some fun with it. But I appreciate you guys coming into the locker room. And like I said, I know it's not easy to do this. And I encourage folks that's never been in the locker room to come in here and you see how we move. You see how we talk. You see the respect. You don't see no craziness going on, no disrespect. Might get a little cussing here and there, but that's just in the moment, and no big deal behind that. But other than that, man, I really appreciate you guys coming in here, man. I really do. I learn something every time. I don't know everything. None of us know everything, but we help each other out to understand things, and it's all about being a family. And this is what this channel built on, man. Being a family and supporting each other, whether we agree or disagree. Look, that's the point. It's life. So as long as we understand and respect each other, man, this channel is gonna keep rocking, and we're gonna start getting people from other teams coming here. Watch. Watch, I'm telling you, they're gonna get tempted to come into the locker room, or maybe they might want to call in. I'll start doing that at some point. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed locker room talk on Fridays. I'm going to do this more and more and more. It's going to get more funner, and maybe one day I'll get 20 people in here, right? But right now the limit is 10. So I'm change the Band-Aid. So hopefully you guys enjoy this weekend. Get out, have some fun with your families. It's a beautiful weekend. I'm going to get out here and grab me a glass of wine. Maybe some hookah. I don't even do hookah like that, but I'm going to get out, enjoy this weekend. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Stay safe. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the channel, and share all the videos. And don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. Also, go check me out over there on Spotify. I'm only 3 episodes in. It's still brand new. I'm only going to get better. It's just a different feel, different vibe with podcasting. So I'm going that route as well. So, and also check me out on Twitter and join the Facebook group or follow the Facebook group as well. So, with that being said, yes, women can come in the locker room. Yes, there is no discrimination over here. We've had a young lady come in here and get in with the fellas. So come on, anybody's welcome, and women can come in here too. You know, just don't be chaotic. I'm just messing with you. But with that being said, I want y'all to fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Hashtag no risky, no biscuit. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag bombs away. Hashtag stay humble. Hashtag what does your eyes tell you? Hashtag probability versus possibility. And hashtag Super Bowl or bust. Let's get it. Have a great weekend. I'll see y'all Monday. I'm out.